actively belongs to my character, but
Nah, it's timing me out. So
Yeah, we're not even able to
so
refresh and load it anymore.
yeah.
now I gotta try.
Goodbye.
Oh wait, wrong
crap.
page. Tyrant's Wrath. There we go. All right. Hello. Ignore
Oh crap.
the
Yeah, I
thing
can't
dying.
load it either.
So we're having some troubles once again with the site. But hello everyone. This should hopefully be circumvented here soon because my friend Wazzy is going to be hosting everything. So, and I already downloaded my all the information off of Foundry. So, that shouldn't be much of an issue. I just have to wait for Wazzy to set everything up. But yeah, so it's currently Foundry has just timed itself out for no reason right when we start trying to play again.
It was working, and then it's not working.
Yeah, I
we
even
should really make like physical backups so that we have them on hand.
Yeah. I mean, I have the backups, but they're only able to be used by Foundry, which is kind of annoying.
Why would you make backups only usable by the thing that we're baking them up from?
To be fair, technically speaking, Foundry is a desktop application, so it's weird to do it online. But yeah. Hold on. What was saying in chat real quick? I can't wait to force into a bedtime story stream at some point, maybe as a sub goal. Funny you should say that. Funny you should say it. Since my shit's broken, I'm gonna say a few things here real quick. I have my subathon going to be starting in a little under 2 weeks. Mostly because Yuki is asking. The first sub goal that you guys will be able to hit is 5 subs. And it's to read a book on stream. So if you guys want a story stream, bedtime story stream, whatever the fuck you want, that will be the goal you have to hit there. But yeah, so that if you want me to read a bedtime story, Yuki, that's that's where it is. I might do a stream otherwise. But greetings, dear spirits, and welcome to the Tables of Tartarus, a division of Purgatory Corner, where fate is bound by dice and stories are carved into eternity. I'm your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we're here, of course, with my friends Ania, Cyril, Gelmar, Dakota, and Sapphire. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey there.
Take your seat at the table and let the threads of destiny unravel before you. Every story belongs somewhere, and here your next chapter begins. Unfortunately, as I said, Foundry is assigned to be a little bit of a bitch, so we're going to play mostly Theater of the Mind, doing the best we can. I don't know if you guys have any backups. I know Sapphire does, but hopefully you guys can find something, or you guys can... I don't know.
I don't have any recent backups, but I can do most of it from you.
Yeah.
What level are we at? I can at least look at the spell list for
I want to say you're level 8 at the moment.
Sounds right. Let me pull my level out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're level 8.
Okay. So you guys are level 8. We're going to do a very short recap here because we have a lot to do today. I'm very excited to get to it. It's been a while since we've been back. About 2 weeks? 3? 2, yeah, something like that. A number of weeks. So we're at least I'm a little bit not fully here. Still getting used to different medications too. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. So last episode that you guys were journeying through, if I recall correctly, and I'm actually going to look at Ania's notes that she posted because that helped me earlier. You guys all had a wonderful, tear-jerking goodbye to Rue. She decided that she needed to leave because of her god. Her god had mentioned that there was a way in order to try to kind of fix her memory issues, some kind of way to improve them or help them, but is something that she needed to do alone. It was a path that only she could take. All of you guys gave a gentle goodbye. We're going to get to Dakota's goodbye to her here in just a little bit. Afterwards, you all, like, Cyril gave her a memento. Gelmar gave her a hug. Everyone did a little bit of something, so it was really, really nice. Afterwards, you guys took your teleporter rune, your slab of teleportation, and decide to use it to go all the way back to Gleaming Meadows, which is roughly speaking around 1,000 miles away, I think. Yeah, about 1,000 miles away or so. You guys teleported all the way over there, and it was a very smooth journey. You guys knew where you were going. You guys had the mindset. Yeah, you guys had it in your heads. You all connected with it, and you guys teleported all the way over there. Very smooth, very gentle journey. As you guys came back into the town itself, you guys were looking around, and at first everything seemed pretty much normal. It seemed almost identical to what you guys had experienced previously, but things were just a little bit different. Upon closer inspection, there was a lot of people who were just kind of weirdly happy. They were just seeming to be enjoying their life to a degree that was odd. There was a lady who was sitting on her rocking chair, going back and forth, a little bit of the older variety. She was holding a bundle that was just a bundle of cloth had some sticks in there, but you guys only learned that a little bit later. And she was humming to it, singing a lullaby to it. There was a man who was standing on the side of the road, trying to give out his wares. It seems like some kind of traveling salesman or just a general salesman of sorts. Just a general vendor. And you guys interacted with him, and it seemed like his true passion in life was to legitimately just be a vendor, to sell you guys something or another. And he sold an apple, or possibly several, to Gelmar and Ania, as they were talking to him and trying to figure out what was going on exactly. He acted like this was the greatest experience that he could possibly fathom. And as he gave you guys the apples, he also mentioned that there was her that people were brought to see in this town. She had moved in just recently, although the sheriff had said, as you guys got to meet him later, had said that no one had come into the town, especially not no newcomers. But no one had come into the town. So the fact that this man said that her had been brought in was kind of strange. Then there was a church that was made. Apparently it was made like a couple weeks ago and was built pretty much overnight, which is very, very strange. It was a decently made church, but it's a little bit haphazard. It's a little bit shoddy. It seems to be perfectly stable, but doesn't look particularly good. The air around you is also I suppose slightly tinged with sweetness. It's a little bit funky, but it's not particularly strange. It's just thick. It's very thick air. You guys decided to go into the sheriff's office, knocking on his door, talking with him to try to see what was going on, see whether or not he had interacted with the stable girl, whom I don't remember her name. Alice? Is it Alice?
Yeah.
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 Talking with Alice and trying to see whether or not there was some kind of issue that she had brought in or something of that sort. He was the same sour asshole that he generally was previously. He did not seem to be affected in any way, shape, or form by this, aside from the fact that you had once again interrupted him drinking coffee and made him spill it on himself for the 5th time.
And we suggested he get a lid.
This is true. He should get a lid. And then you guys had found out that he had been infected to a degree. He had a pink splotch on his arm that just was there, and no one really knew why it was there or how it was transferred. But it did wiggle as you guys did something to it. I don't remember what it was exactly that you got. Oh, you tried using Lesser Restoration, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it
I
seemed
know
to
one spell
wiggle
I
and
had.
get pissed. Once you guys did that, you guys decided with a strange quantity of a gleeful desire to cut open his arm and to pull out the insect thingy to try to see what kind of creature it was, especially if it was a parasite. In order to make it so that he didn't pass out from excessive quantities of pain, he decided to pass out from excessive quantities of alcohol instead. He went over to a cabinet, reached into there, grabbed out what was probably maybe hundreds of gold worth of a bottle, and he drank a shot, which knocked him out on his ass hardcore. You guys managed to get the insect out of his arm, and then I believe impaled it as it was flying out. So it was very much so dead. It doesn't seem like any of the other creatures, any of the other infected people noticed this, but they also seem to have some kind of hive mind. So it's possible that it was in a larval form and it wasn't fully connected to everything else. Because it was a larval form, you guys are assuming that it needs some kind of trigger to enter into its next stage of growth, which then connects everyone together and seems to put them in some kind of happy-go-lucky, blissful mindset, but you aren't really sure why or what. The only thing that you guys can imagine is that it requires going to the church and talking with whoever this lady may be. Despite being strangely happy, they are seeming to be somewhat healthy. They do seem to reason to a degree, and they seem to be relatively normal to a degree. And they seem to be talking with each other, so it doesn't seem like the town is in, immediate need of bombing or some shit like that. But you guys have decided that you want to kind of deal with the church in some way, shape, or form and see whether or not that was going to affect everything else. As such, you guys have decided that the most likely route that you guys want to take is by taking Sapphire, having her be sneaky all the way into the church, and potentially blowing it the fuck up, depending on what she finds and what she decides would be best at that point in time going into the night. You guys are just kind of in the sheriff's office at the moment. Door to the jail has been closed. You guys just kind of talking amongst yourselves. Before we get into that point, though, we are going to scooch back just a little bit, and we're going to look at Dakota. Dakota, back a little bit ago, near the beginning of the previous episode, everyone was saying goodbye to Rue. As I said, Cyril gave her his poncho. Galmar gave her a hug. I don't quite recall what Ania and Sapphire gave her, if anything.
Ania did not give her anything, but Ania did change into her true Eplith form.
Mm.
And Eplith talked to her, and just like wished her well and said that they liked spending time with her.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you are just a tad quiet, by the by, Story.
I'm quiet. That's strange.
Yeah.
You might want to turn me up on Discord because I don't have anything on my side.
I have you at
I have a
180
neon
at the
max.
moment.
Yeah, I have a neon
Neon.
max and it's still a little bit quiet.
I will look into it.
Yeah, I normally have you at like 120, so I'm like, oh, that's kind of strange.
Yeah.
And then Sapphire, I think you just wished her well, if I recall correctly.
I would have given her a hug and also said, like, be safer and wished her well as well.
Okay, cool. So, Dakota, what were you doing at this moment in time as Rue is getting ready to leave?
I think for a while Dakota wouldn't actually like say anything. I think Dakota would be like really uncharacteristically quiet, more quiet than he like usually is. He's like towards the back and he doesn't really seem to be doing anything. But I think right before like Rue actually left, suddenly Dakota in their like changeling form would just suddenly like give like a really tight hug to like Rue, just like crying and like some such, and it would be like a really tearful like situation for them. Because Dakota's also like really tiny, so it would just be like clinging to her waist for like a while
Aww.
as they like say like goodbye and like some such, but really incoherently, before they eventually let her go.
Mm.
Mhm.
That's super sweet. Okay. And then Ania might potentially be loud at the moment. So turn her down
Testing?
if you need to.
Hello?
Hello.
Can
Did I
you
do
hear me
a
now?
sentence?
I am speaking in a full sentence so you can get the full breath of my voice.
Nice. You're still a little bit quiet, so I have you at 180, but you are good at 180, so
Okay, cool. I don't know why I'm quiet.
No idea. I don't think you've changed your audio settings in like 90% of the time I've known you.
I just like changing things that you tend to break on me.
Alrighty. So yeah, you just gave her a gentle hug, tried to
Not
reassure
very
her.
gentle. It was very, very tight.
Tried to reassure her that everything's going to be okay, or something of that sort. Very sweet, very sweet.
Mhm.
Okay. And yeah, she would have probably given you a hug back, and kind of probably surprised a little bit at least of just how immediate your hug was, but it's very
Mhm.
sweet.
Especially
And
because Dakota doesn't usually touch people often.
mhm.
Mhm.
So, all right, but we are back now inside of the land of the living, of sorts, anyways. So yeah, you guys are inside of the sheriff's office, talking amongst yourselves. What would you guys like to do?
Well, we're in the middle of planning out what Sapphire's about to do.
Yeah, would have Dakota have had any, like, do you know if Dakota would have had anything to weigh in? Like, is there anything immediately that jumps to mind?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Um, if it's like a magical thing, they might like. Oh, is there anything with like
yeah.
the sense and some such? Dakota's sense thing that I don't recall
With
the
the
name of
Beyond.
because I don't have the character sheet. Yeah, with the Beyond. Yes.
Do the insects smell bad?
I don't think they would, no.
Mhm. Mhm.
They are not a well, hold on. I had to think about this.
They're not insects.
They're definitely not insects. Debatably, they're fiends, but they're not quite. So I would say you get like a half-half kind of a thing.
They kind of smell.
Just a little bit.
Just a whiff.
A whiff of the
There is a
beyond.
slight smell of rotten eggs from the sulfur.
No.
Oh.
Well, it kind of smelled like sulfur, wouldn't it? Um. Well, it- I think Dakota would first thing it's just like it's got to be one of those like weird sin type things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since this is
From-
what Cyril's meant to be hunting, this is Cyril's bounty.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, I know the dealer said that this is because the dealer said this is one of like the sins things, which was that mirror type thing.
Oh my god, I'm
So-
allowed back in my account. Sorry.
Congratulations.
I can now manually reset the thing, so hopefully our
Right.
foundry should be open. I just had to remember how to do that, so continue.
Hmm. Yeah. Is it a little bit weird that a sin type thing might smell kind of like that? What do I know about fiends and like that sort of thing?
So you would know. She had stated that this is probably one of the sins. You would know that most fiend creatures are from what is effectively actually hell, but it's another plane of existence. That's where almost all fiends naturally come from. I don't remember its exact name off the top of my head, but effectively, it's actual hell. And most fiends and most fiend-type creatures, with the exception of tieflings who kind of sort of count, but not quite, but like demons and things like that, anything that is truly classified as a fiend is almost always from that hell domain, and they're usually not particularly good. Them moving over into this domain is strange, to say the least. If it is truly something from that area, but it's similar to like a tiefling where it's only partially connected or it's only part of the thing, usually they don't smell exactly right. Let's see.
Did the mirror have anything when I looked at it, like way back when? Like the
I don't recall if you
mirror
had
from way back.
that ability back then.
I always had both of
Dakota's
them
always
on.
had the ability.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, it would have been the same half sense.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna try rebooting the Foundry, so I'll wait for it to
Ania
reboot.
will
We
actually
need the
ask.
banishment spell, like that.
Ania will actually ask Cyril about the bounty sheet again. Now that I've remembered it exists, didn't it have like vague instructions on it?
Actually, I don't think it really did.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
pretty
it had
much said just
something
get
on
rid of it. think.
Get rid of it. Best decide.
Yeah, I'm literally being sent in blind by my god to go.
Yeah.
It's gonna turn out that your god is actually the 9. It's very similar type instructions. That'd be really funny. Also really sad.
I mean, it would track. There's plenty of sad going on.
There's plenty of sad. Why not add some more?
Plenty of sadness.
Mhm.
Aren't you working?
So our two main options are sending in Sapphire at night and going in as a team at night. Are those the only two we have sort of planned out?
Mhm.
I mean, we could just storm the fucking place, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Have you
Neo
already-
definitely.
So have we already resolved any concerns that whatever this infection thing is like might be contagious? Like get to us?
It seems to.
Like I said, from the sounds of at the very least, from what it seems, the infection only spreads to us by the bugs through, again, skin-to-skin contact.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, go on.
And none of us have been touched.
Mhm.
We've avoided it. Gilmar almost got touched earlier, but Gilmar pulled his hand away.
Yeah, I passed it off as he's on the tail end of of a different infection that he doesn't want to spread to him.
Fake infection.
Aha! Sorry,
So,
got working.
So yeah, I think
Nope, it's up.
I'm starting up the world now.
Ooh.
I think
Oh, I see the page.
having Sapphire go in.
What if we're just near the church as backup? Like the church is on the
Right.
edge of town, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I was thinking that.
That too. Like if we're nearby as backup, we can at least like bust through the door. You know,
mhm.
I'm also telepathic, so if I do need help, I can just
Yeah.
This is
scream
true.
at you with my mind.
Scream at you with my mind.
Yeah, the church is you guys remember where I said the house was broken by the dragonborn with the great axe? Blue dragonborn?
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
my
Back
memory, that's near where we've already walked past.
Yeah, it's to the right of the town, kind of opposite of where the sheriff's house is sitting. Kind of sort of near the tree line. That's roughly, so they basically took the broken down house and then used a lot of that to build the church.
I think we broke it again by trying to get on at the same time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got a white screen. All right, I think probably best for us to just fix that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just refresh my page and see what happens.
I just did the same.
I got a white screen.
Crap.
I got
We
faith
gotta,
that
like-
it will eventually work.
we have to treat it like a rickety bridge, and that it can't hold more than like a couple people at a time. We have to slowly load in one by one.
I hate to say this, Rick, but like, I think you might either need to update your foundry or pick something new.
Oh, I 100%
Well, Wazzy's
knew
gonna
about it,
be
but yeah.
Yeah, Wazzy's gonna be hosting it soon.
Yeah, he's gonna be putting onto his personal machine, so instead of it being a cloud thing like I have currently, it'll be on an actual physical computer that we'll just join a different
Oh.
link for. Yeah. I just have to wait until he's done setting it up, but it's gonna be using the same files that I have currently on those, so nothing should change. All it'll be is just a different link for you guys. It'll be a proper stream without tech issues of some kind.
I should have seen the one we were on the boat.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was so bad.
That was awful.
Ooh. I had to handle the tail end of a fight through these side messages. The only part that worked reasonably fine for me was just simply the fact that I remembered enough of my character details and what my active status was to finish things off.
Yeah.
Or to write up a quickie, tiny sheet that I have since in that time deleted.
Right, we all have go-tos. We know exactly what we use the most.
Guiding bolt. Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. I always have it ready. It's innate.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so that's roughly where the church is. It's probably around 200-300 feet away from the sheriff's house. Just past the whatchamacallit, the
Oh, so we already walked past.
Yeah, so you guys had to walk past the fountain in order to get there. Fountain's in the dead center of the town. The church is a little bit next to the fountain. It's not quite lined up with the fountain, but it's not. It's like a stone's throw from the fountain, just on the opposite side of the sheriff's house.
Okay.
So it's not on the edge of town, so we can't like hide in the woods.
Yeah. The town is very small. It is an incredibly small town. There is a tree line around it, maybe like another 300 some feet away from the church itself is where the straight up tree line starts for that section and goes around the entire place. And then another like half a mile or so is where all the farmland starts. And they just have that expand outwards. Appreciate the hydration, Fox.
There's still ruins from that old house, right?
Yeah.
We can hide
they did not seem to give two shits about the house.
We can hide in the ruins of that old house because that old house is much closer to the church.
Hi, Miru. Oh, no cursing for 5 minutes. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Okay. All right, 5 minutes.
Maybe I should have an opposite redeem where I start cursing more during my stream.
I would love that. I would love that so much. I would redeem that stuff so hard. But yes, there is mini ruins next to oh, you're right. It is very white. There are mini ruins next to the church that you guys can go to if you would like. It's fairly close, I would say. It's like a couple stones throws. Like it's not far from the church's entrance, and very few seem to be around it.
Okay.
Have fun lurking, Miru.
I think we also pondered Vania using Wild Shape to go in with Sapphire.
Right.
As like an animal.
Oh, yeah. Have fun on your trip,
And he's not the sneakiest, but maybe she doesn't need to be if she's an animal.
Yeah, and you would know what animals are around in this area, so.
To be fair, when you transform, you take on the physical stats of the thing you turn into. So yeah, you
I
could
can be
definitely use
sneaky.
that to benefit. Yeah,
What about a spider?
Oh.
Ooh.
she could.
But they're so easily squished.
That's the nice thing about how wild shapes. Unless you're using the new version, the moment that the wild shape dies, you immediately jump back to your previous form with exactly the same stats as you had before, including your remaining HP.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the excess that carries over.
Question for Sim.
Yes.
Speak with animals doesn't mean speak with insects, does it?
think
In D&D lore, animals and insects are classified as the same thing as beasts, so
Hooray!
you would be able
Yes.
Hooray!
to. Hooray.
Speak with animals is that a ritual so I can keep recasting it for free?
I think so. Let me check.
If it's
It
originally, yes,
is
you
now
can,
open, by
but
the
yeah.
way. I am able to connect to it. I am able to pull up sheets.
Okay.
So slowly filter in.
Yeah, I won't join yet.
I'm gonna wait. I've got a few things I can look at right now. I'm making a mini sheet.
Yeah.
I'm not
It
even
is a
gonna try
ritual.
tonight. I'm not gonna lie. It's failed 3 times already.
It's
I'll go in later. I'm going to work on some more details on the mini sheet before I try.
Yeah, I'll see whether or not at least one of you can join. So Nia, if you could just pull up and have a run in the background until
Okay, me
just to see if it
try.
decides to shit itself, having even one person
I
join.
refreshed. I have the logo, but it's just sort of gray
Yeah, it takes a
screening
minute,
me.
so.
Okay. I'll leave it there. Oh wait. I quickly run to get my character sheet and my spells.
All right.
Quickly.
If it's quickly,
I got my spells.
Hey, it's letting you in quick. Okay, so it should be fine now. Dakota, I want you to try pulling up real quick.
Let me write down what I had before it breaks again.
Just to see, because if it allows 2 people, and it should just be a very smooth process on and on.
It's a gray screen.
Yeah, that just takes a minute.
Yeah, let it cook. Let it cook.
Let cook.
Okay,
Let
well,
cook.
Okay. This is a very nice texture of gray, though.
It
It is a
is.
really nice gray texture. I do really like it.
Look at that.
That looks like
It
the
looks like-
static from a TV.
It's just
Yeah.
it encourages you to keep looking at it.
Oh, we're in.
You're in.
Kind
Woo.
of. We're
Alright.
98% in. There, okay, now
98.
we're pulling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Galmar and
I got
Cyril,
my
whenever you
stuff.
guys want to,
Yeah.
it should be perfectly fine for you guys to join now. It seems to be bearing the load decently well. So whenever you guys want to.
I'm only missing a
Putting
second
this on you,
level.
then.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, goodness.
Jesus. All right. Have I sworn at all? I don't think I have.
Not yet.
Okay, good. I had to think about it for a second there because I just started talking. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, 5 minutes is now up. I just don't have to add another minute to the timer if I'd sworn. So.
Did I roll? I don't remember my woe. Roll,
Nor
so-
do I. Feel free to roll it again because you guys are waiting till the night. So,
Okay,
All
this will
right,
be a good
I'm
test.
hey, nice.
I am in as well.
See whether or not it shits itself.
Okay.
Sheet loads.
That seems to have loaded.
Loses its fucking mind. The fuck you will.
Didn't roll any dice though, which is kind of weird. Hey, hi Ray, how you doing? Good timing. Why the hell do I have the subathon statement there? I thought I turned that off already. Ignore the subathon statement. That's for later. So I'll fix that at some point.
The man behind the curtain.
Don't look at the man behind the curtain. He is simply there, and we're paying no attention to him. But welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see all of you. As you guys kind of figure out your decision to go, is right here, by the way. So this spot right here is the church. This thingamabob. So as I said, is like right next to the lake, but not quite, and it's directly opposite the sheriff's house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Excuse the roll I'm about to make. I'm just trying to verify something.
No worries. I'm curious on whether or not the dice is going to roll this. So good timing, Ray. We just fixed our our foundry shitting itself. mostly. Seeing if it works. It is, although our dice isn't rolling, which is kind of
There we
weird.
go.
Mine
I see
rolled.
Gelmar's dice.
Oh, it's not rolling
And I
on my
saw Nia's
screen.
Oh
earlier.
wait, it rolled as a group though.
Why is it not rolling on my screen? That's the one thing I like having on my screen.
I mean, it rolled on mine fine. Weird.
Huh.
It rolled out of order on mine. The D12 rolled first and then the D20.
Yeah,
I think we
likes
should be
doing that.
happy it's working at all and not
Yeah.
bug
You
it
know?
about the dice.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
fair.
That's
Yeah, we don't
how
want to insult it.
that's how he crashed it on the boat.
That's how we crashed on the boat trying to do
That is
extra
true.
things.
Yeah, that is unfortunately very true. But okay, let me just make sure that I'm on the right thing. I am not on the right thing. Why am I not on the right thing? Huh. Okay.
All right,
well,
so we're
I understand
gonna.
that now. But yes. So before we continue, feel free to think about the Tasio and Peg. But a portal has opened and new spirits now echo through the halls. Welcome on in, travelers, and thank you so much for the raid, Ray. As always, you only get one raid per stream, so I'm very glad that you guys decided to choose us to share your community with tonight. Please be sure to get yourself some rest, some food, some water. I also sent you a DM, so feel free to look at that whenever. Streaming is no small feat, and your well-being does come first, so please take care of yourself. You're more than welcome to raid and run if you'd like, or you can raid and stay if you need to instead. For those just arriving, hello! I am Sinspeaks, your friendly interdimensional librarian. I'm here with my ever so wonderful players, which you guys can totally check out here if you'd like to, or you guys can check out their wonderful, wonderful characters, and all the blips that are made there are from my players themselves. This cozy corner of the internet is Purgatory Corner, but we are in the subsection Tables of Tartarus, a place where stories never end, and every new visitor adds a new book to their shelves. You guys are welcome to add your books using the Daily Redeem. Here we explore a wide variety of games, from heart-wrenching narratives like A Plague Tale, Detroit Become Human, and Undertale, to high-octane action in Dark Souls, Monster Hunter, Doom, and Halo, and more. Beyond gaming, though, I'm a storyteller at heart. I write books based off of these D&D campaigns right here, and I direct voiceover dubs for my visual novels. I'm also stepping into narration myself, and many have told me my voice brings them a sense of peace. Perhaps you'll feel the same. You're welcome to stay and find out. So welcome to our library, where every story belongs somewhere, and this might just be where your next chapter begins. Alrighty, ladies and gents. Also, I did find out why the
And take a
D&D is...
breath.
Huh?
And take a breath after that.
Look, sometimes I need to breathe, sometimes I don't. We'll see which one's desirable. But yes, so we are back here. So, what is y'all's plan? What was going through your guys' mind so far?
Well, I'm kind of so I'm sitting there where we were having this discussion right now.
Mm-hmm.
So far we're very sure Sapphire's going in. And Dakota, either of you going in as backup or
I can head in.
Shuhua? I heard I canoodle.
I can noodle.
I can head in.
If Dakota goes in, I should stay back with you two. And if I go in, Dakota should also stay with you two. So one of us goes in, one of us stays.
Mm.
Are
Dakota
you at least going to
can.
bring with you someone to aid?
Well, the same way that Sapphire and Dakota went and performed reconnaissance at the camp, they could do the same here as well.
They're the sneaky pair.
I'm testing some things. Don't worry about those.
And if we wait until dark, is that Is that generally what we're all thinking?
I think
Sounds
so.
pretty good. Yeah.
Seems a better time, or the best time as any.
Mm,
We have a
Right.
few hours then. Is there anything we should prepare?
Depends on what it is, if any of you want to carry with you.
That is entirely on all of you.
Prepare a second. I could prepare a second storm rune, but it will discharge the one we already have.
Don't
The
know what that.
insects things like they have to have a way to infect. So like, is it like a venom or something?
I believe it's skin to skin contact. So if they touch your
Oh.
skin,
But like, is it like a
Oh.
secretion of their skin onto ours, or like, do they bite?
I think it might be like a burrow situation, or maybe like a stinger situation.
Yeah, they strike me like they strike me like ticks. That's what I got from these things.
I got a
Sort
pretty
of-
thick poncho, so theoretically,
Well,
yeah, I should be fine.
I
I
was
did-
thinking of extracting the venom to shoot them with my arrows with their own medicine.
I get the sneaking suspicion that's not going to do anything to them as it stands. Nice idea, though.
if you got
I
enough
don't
of them
think
together,
this.
I think I still have poison arrows from the
dungeon, yeah.
Oh, would that last?
from the dungeon.
I do have flame arrows prepared, but it's a concentration, so I can't like bless your arrows and then you run off with it.
I will say the poison arrows you have, Sapphire, are very easily identifiable because they are a dark purple at the tip instead of the usual steel or iron. They look fancy.
Fancy.
Fancy. Oh yeah. If there's
Oh,
anything...
it lasts for an.
Hmm?
Oh, that's weird. Flame arrows last for an hour, but it's also a concentration spell.
Yeah, so concentration spells, they last either until you break concentration or until the timer runs out.
Yeah. I just thought that was weird for something you can bless someone's quiver with.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
think we should, to avoid even the chance of contact with these creatures, perhaps we should cover any exposed areas of skin.
I think that would be a good idea. I mean, they managed to dig into dragonborn skin,
Right.
considering our sheriff.
Gelmar is actually going to pull out the previously studded leather. Nothing else, he could probably tear it into strips and use it as wraps.
Cover our hands. I have my mask for my face. Most of us are pretty well covered already.
Pull my bandana over my face.
I don't think that there's going to be enough hide to cover me, but as long as the rest of you are covered, I would feel better.
Not put on your fucking, put on your full plate armor.
Yeah.
Full plate armor kind of spooks me a little bit because I'm not sure if my spells will even go off. Like it spooks me a little bit because I don't think my smites will even go off properly.
It's a good question.
Oh,
Anita?
flip.
Because when the way you described it was, it felt like I had been shut off from that general atmosphere of magic.
Yeah. Effectively, you're shut off from outside magic, so only things that come from within or things that are under the armor affect magic-wise.
Ania's going to make her way over to. She's not entering the room, but she's going over to like the doorway where the jail is.
Yeah.
And she's going to cast Speak with Animals.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
I'm gonna use up a spell slot.
Yeah.
And she's just listening. See if she hears anything weird or new.
Let me see. No. You don't really hear much of anything. You hear like possibly card shuffling. You know that they had like cards in there. They're probably playing some kind of game, but nothing animal wise.
She's going to casually leave that on for now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ritual cast it every now and again.
While we're prepping for the night, I suppose, I am going to take some time to meditate, focus, and I am going to spend all 8 hit dice worth of the exertion die that I can use to gain
Jesus
21 exertion.
Nice.
If we're resting, are we going to get our spell slots back?
You guys can
Before
do
nightfall?
a short rest. Because it won't necessarily be 8 hours. It's more, I think 4 hours away from nightfall. Because you guys
So
got here
short
around
rest.
midday to early evening. Yep.
1 hour, it says. I
1
don't. Okay,
hour.
that does not restore spell slots. Got it.
I think only warlocks and
Did we determine if there's going to be like moonlight or will I start glowing?
You got a hood.
yeah, I believe. See if I can remember what I said earlier. Yeah, so above you, time wasn't, or air quote time wasn't quite changing. None of the shadows were moving, none of the light seemed to be moving.
Oh, yeah.
So it flips, like quite suddenly. It goes from daytime to nighttime. There is moonlight. Upon testing it, does not make you shine.
Oh, that's freaky.
And the moonlight itself doesn't waver, doesn't flicker, doesn't wobble like normal light does. It's just shine.
Adia's gonna go over to Cyril and she's gonna like whisper, but like half whisper, and she's like,
You know, I did ready Moonbeam again today. If we want to do a repeat of the other town.
That actually might be a good idea. I
Maybe
would rather I burn those spells though.
And cause another international accident.
maybe we should do it once we're inside the church.
Wait, does Moonbeam work indoors or only outdoors? Like if there's a window, does Moonbeam work?
Moonbeam works, I believe, through anything. It gets to where you are.
Technically speaking, the gap that the moonlight comes through is conjured up like 20 feet above the ground. So
yeah,
I would
it's like carving
anywhere.
carving a portal between where you are and the moon. So
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
it
a-
technically creates a 40-foot high cylinder of just straight moonlight.
Let me put it this way. When I played Rivero in the Play-By Post, literally I actually made part of his flavoring. He physically cuts a gap in between the material plane and the Feywild in order to channel the moonlight through.
That's pretty sick.
pretty neat.
It is, but oh boy, is it dubious looking.
Very nice. But yeah, so you are able to effectively bring the moonbeam to wherever you are, no matter how deep underground the church is.
Likely want to use Moonbeam on whatever's in the church, probably.
It might be a good idea if we need to flush it out.
And we also don't want to alert anything before we even get inside the church.
That's true.
It would be funny, though.
But if we want to keep from notifying anyone, then should I doff my armor then?
No, we're adventurers.
No.
But won't they
You-
hear us?
And if you go in there naked, you'll be covered.
Oh,
I see your
gross!
point. I see your point. I
In
do
the
have a
last
shirt under this, right?
in the last few hours, all of you roll me a wisdom saving throw, with the exception, or with disadvantage, aside from.
I am wearing a mask this whole time.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
put
yeah.
it on when I entered.
I'm taking that into account. I'm trying to think of who would get a normal roll here. Hold on, I have to think of your backstories real quick. You, with the exception of Ania, you roll straight roll.
Okay.
Okay.
For
Wisdom
everyone
saving
else,
throw?
roll me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
One of these is the
Disadvantage.
nope, nope, nope.
Yeesh.
This
Oof.
one.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Oh, dang.
Okay, these are some interesting rolls.
Hang on.
Mhm.
I overloaded it on my
If you're
iPad.
making us suddenly make a disadvantage saving throw, then I expect
There we
whatever effects you're about to throw at us are not going to be a concern, right? Right?
Oh. Separate
No, no, it's a concern.
It's dot this, I think. I don't remember what the command for disadvantage was.
You can just
but-
roll it twice if you can't figure it out.
In the play-by post, I did that so many times. I was like, I can't figure this out. I'm just gonna do it twice.
With an 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only person who isn't affected by this is Ania. Which, considering
Okay.
your wisdom, I kind of assumed. But, yes, so, as the night is progressing, you guys can choose to have this really affect you or put to the back of your mind, wherever is fitting for you guys. But, as the night goes on, you guys are preparing, kind of chilling with each other before Ania talks to Cyril about this. I will say, Cyril, you're meditating, you're kind of processing everything or whatnot. You are having the sounds, or the voices, I should say, of your child and your wife randomly appear in the next couple of hours. They appear suddenly, you look around, nothing's there. It's not aggressive, it's not haunting, it's not bad. You feel almost like a kind of a peaceful feeling every time you hear their voice. It's one of those things of like, man, I wish you would say more so I could keep listening to you, because it's something you haven't heard for so long. It's like eating cheesecake after not having it for 10 years. It's a nice feeling. It's not terrifying. It's not scary. Whether or not it would be bad to you is up to you, but it has no ill intentions, I should say.
Sunny, are you craving cheesecake right now?
I'm always craving cheesecake. I'm always craving a cheeseburger.
Careful,
Oh,
you might
cheese.
suddenly get a UPS truck full of cheesecake if you say stuff like that.
A desire. Galmar, as you are kind of thinking of what to do in this situation, thinking of the future here, you are hearing the voice of your sister. Again, not ill intent, not something that is meant to provoke you or make you feel uncomfortable. It is, again, somewhat peaceful. You look around, you can't see them, but every now and again, for the next few hours, you do randomly hear your sister's voice. You can't quite make out what they're saying, but it is something peaceful more than anything else.
Can I
Dakota.
tell which direction the voice is coming from?
you are unable to tell. Sometimes it's like it's behind you. Sometimes you close your eyes and it's like she's right in front of you. Sometimes it's next to you. You have no idea. It is a kind of a different place most times. Dakota, you are hearing you are hearing the sounds of a chain being broken. Randomly.
Mm.
You are feeling what you would count as freedom. It feels almost like your shoulders are kind of loosening up a little bit. You're feeling a little bit calmer, I would say. And I would also say you can almost perfectly imagine every time this kind of pseudo event happens, you can almost perfectly imagine complete disconnection from patrons. Just freedom to be who you are. That is the feeling that you're getting here. Sapphire, you are getting a feeling, a voice that kind of rings out through your head. One that feels extremely familiar to you, but one you can't place. You feel Bill kind of disappear for a second randomly. Something you're kind of used to, but in this case, it doesn't seem, I suppose, purposeful. It just kind of is not there suddenly. And you also feel another voice that you can distinctly hear this as the voice saying, you don't have to choose if you don't want to. A mystery is only a mystery if you wish to enjoy it. Take your own path if you'd like, but be free to do what you wish. And that kind of repeats in like various different ways over the next few hours. Some aspect of freedom, some aspect of talking about like mysteries and enjoying the ride that you're on and enjoying the path that you're taking, stuff like that. For the next few hours, that's kind of what you're seeing, or what you're hearing. And then Ania and Cyril's interaction there. Whether or not you guys wish to discuss this with each other is entirely up to you, but it is a random moment that just happens every now and again where you feel it, it's there, it's gone, and it just keeps doing it. It's a very nice feeling. It's not, again, no ill intention, no bad vibes, no fear running down your neck, no, your hairs aren't standing up or anything. Honestly, it's more peaceful than you're used to, more than anything else. So whether or not this strikes you as something bad that you want to bring up to the others is entirely up to you, but you guys are more than welcome to say if you'd like to.
I still have to say above Gay, it was just like, he hears the voice of his sister in his head, as if she's actually here. I think that would probably fill him with abject terror right now, considering the last time he saw or heard any indication from her, she was imprisoned. She was super in a cage.
This is true. This is true. And yet, when you hear her voice as if she's standing next to you, it's almost like she's there again.
That's freaking weird. He's trying to figure out where this is coming from. If it's coming from outside the room, he's checking the windows.
Mm.
Do you see something, Gilmore?
No. I heard a voice in my head that sounded like my sister. I was almost wondering if she was in this area.
Oh,
She
that's
was-
bad.
She might have. Yeah. Yes, I didn't see it likely either, but there is still the possibility that they could have come in this direction. I have no idea how long they've been carrying her.
Mm.
I
So
feel
you're hearing
lighter around
something
here.
too.
Y'all are hearing things?
Well, Gelmar is, and Ania's going to join
you
Gelmar
not?
at the window to peek out.
I won't lie. I won't lie. I am kind of enjoying hearing what I'm hearing.
Feel lighter than anything. But it's a kind of scary feeling, really.
But you're hearing things too?
What are you hearing?
Nothing? I mean, I'm hearing you guys.
Not hearing voices, granted, but I'm No, I'm just hearing freedom.
Don't
I can
think
hear my
freedom has
family.
a sound. Oh. Sapphire, are you hearing anything?
Just to enjoy the path I'm on and mysteries and stuff like that.
Now I'm kind of upset I'm not hearing anything.
I'm just gonna get up sharply. I'm gonna poke my head into the next room and look around real quick.
You see the two that were there. It's nighttime, so they just are kind of laying on the beds, and they seem to be attempting to get some form of rest.
Just gonna turn back to the party and just sort of like find a spot to sit down just pensively at this point.
And he like checks her hands and her wrists and stuff.
It's not,
Yeah.
it's not airborne, is it? I mean, I'm not feeling anything. There is weird here.
Elmer just like pulls off a glove and slides up a sleeve and starts searching up and down.
But the sheriff's been here for a while, and the sheriff's fine.
And she's like half muttering to herself.
From what you guys can tell, based on your observations, you have absolutely no pink splotches of any kind. You appear to be physically peak of health.
You know, maybe the reason that nothing that's been going on around here affects the sheriff is because he's such a sour bastard.
Well, maybe I'm a sour bastard too, then, if it's not affecting me.
You genuinely suspect he doesn't have anyone out there he cares for or is waiting on?
No, I think he's just so grumpy that it's not finding him.
I mean, it can't be that bad. He respects the Cowboys code.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds a bit more. Sounds a bit more
Maybe
depressing
he-
than I suspected the story is.
Maybe he likes being grumpy.
Could wake him up.
Can we?
No.
I guess I could restoration him.
Yeah.
Nah, he's fine. Let him be drunk.
He's just out cold in the chair y'all put him in. He's drilling off onto his shoulder.
We're just all here insulting the shit out of him.
He's gonna like vaguely remember everything when he wakes up.
Hey, fuckers cut my arm. Fucking shit. My coffee.
But anyway, the fact that you all are hearing stuff probably isn't good as far as time is considered.
No, we should get out of here before we get wrapped up in impossible paradises.
I'm always hearing
Agreed.
You're always
It's
what?
true.
stuff. I'm always hearing stuff.
That's fair. I think that might be ghost alcohol.
We.
Zephyr just hears
much,
Bill next to
much
her
as
going like, yeah, it's wild being able to hear things no one else hears, huh? I hear things all the time. Do I? I might. Am I hearing your voice? Am I a voice in your head? Whoa.
As much as I want to unpack that right now, I think we are going to need to circle back to the whatever it is that's talking to you, Sapphire. I
Okay,
think
is it
Dakota's
time
right,
to blow
though.
up the church yet?
I think Dakota's right. We should move. Probably now.
Yep.
So is there a way to lock the door behind us? I don't want them walking in on the sheriff
Maybe
while
we
he's
should.
sleeping.
If we
Maybe we
lock the
should
door, he'll be able
rouse
to
him
get
on our way
himself
out.
out. So yeah.
What did Gilmar say?
Maybe we should rouse him on the way out then.
I could. It might be good to have some backup in case things really go bad. I'm not sure what he'd be able to do, though. He could send an alert to the guild in Haven in case the worst happens.
I mean,
I
either
mean-
way, he is probably the best fallback plan any of us have anyway. Besides, he's been serving as the primary law enforcement for this town for who knows how long at this point. I'd imagine
In
he's
order-
probably capable of a fair few more skills than we give him credit for.
I'm gonna wander over to him in order to save any the spell slot.
Just dump water on him.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Sapphire's
do you
gonna-
need a spell slot? He's not in a magical sleep.
No, but he's
Oh,
he's knocked out. He's knocked out by an alcohol so powerful that it keeps them that it works like an anesthetic.
Yeah.
You ever thrown water onto somebody that's fully sedated? Doesn't do anything.
Sapphire's gonna make sure there's coffee ready.
Smart.
Aww.
I like that.
And I'm just gonna use a couple of points of lay on hands to just clear him. I think that's like 5 points or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's 5
Yeah.
points to remove poison, which alcohol technically is. As you do so, you can kind of like not quite see it go away from him, but you can kind of see like he kind of starts to like open up his eyes a little bit. He's like, oh, that was weird. The fuck did you do to my arm?
And
You
then
got the
Sapphire
bug out.
shoves a cup of coffee in his face.
Hey, nice. He looks out the window. Fuck, how long did I sleep?
Above game, did we still have the arrow with the bug on it?
Yes.
I think Ania put it in one of her jars.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
The bug's in a jar.
So Ania could take the jar out and be like,
Took this out of you.
Ugh. Weird.
Turns out it isn't actually dead. It's in the jar.
Just slowly sips his coffee and he's just like, this is the best morning I've had in weeks.
By the way, have you been hearing things the past few days?
Let me think on that real quick. What kind of things? Like people yelling at me?
Ania looks to the others because she hasn't heard anything.
It sounds like the person's in the room with you.
Uh,
Every time they speak, it always sounds as if it's coming from a different angle.
Things that you definitely don't think that you should be hearing.
I had a dream a couple days ago of me killing my dad. Does that count?
Some more when you're conscious, probably. Something you want, something you want to hear.
That was
But
like the best night of my
You should
life.
be.
I'm not certain if I want to prod into that story, though.
Well, do you hear that happen while you're
Not really. I kind of hear a voice every now and again tell me it's okay. It's kind of weird, so I usually throw a cup at it. Usually an empty one. Depends how much it spooks me that day.
That means
No.
prolonged effect is okay.
Yeah, I suppose that should be comforting.
I just kind of assumed that was my conscience trying to be a bitch.
I'm sure you have enough alcohol to drink your conscience away.
That's a good plan. Where's my bottle?
I have a question to ask you, if that's all right.
Yeah. What's up?
If I asked you if you have someone that you value greatly, would you be able to give me a name? Not necessarily would you be willing to, but could you if you tried?
How do you define value? Like usefulness?
Let's say someone you have an emotional attachment to.
Well, Mom died 3 years ago. Sis died 15 years ago. Best friend died 4 years ago. Let's see. Who do I know that isn't dead?
Do
I
you
guess
not have any
towns-
friends in town?
Not really. Most of them don't like me.
How are you sheriff?
I protected them against 1, 2, 5, 7, 12 different fights, and they just decided that I was the most fit person to fight giant people who run in. And I'm scary enough that adventurers don't see this town as a fresh piece of meat. And, I mean, Alicia's nice. She views me as her deranged grandfather. Not old enough to be her grandfather, but she doesn't seem to care.
See, he's a sour bastard.
I would
still don't
resent
think
that,
I
but I
still-
don't.
Gilmore points over. I agree with him. I think that's still judging him a bit too harshly. Fair
Who's
bit too harshly.
Alicia?
Hmm?
Who's Alicia?
Oh, the farmhand. The stable girl you were talking
Alice?
to. Oh, yeah, Alice,
Alice.
sorry.
I mean,
Who's
Alice can be short for Alicia.
True, true.
She's a
Interesting
sweet
name.
girl. She's just, well, I think she has a few bolts loose of
He
a
got
good
her name
rocker.
wrong. He's not real.
Oh no!
She's not real.
He's been infected.
I think probably the townsfolk like you more than you think they do.
Yeah, I
They
think they
usually close
probably
their
have you
doors when I
pushed out.
walk on by, so.
You've done all this for them, and they still don't even give you so much as a thank you. My
Eh.
God.
Most of them like to stay in their own little holes and dig as deep as they can. I was thanked by these two, though. He kind of points to the door. That was weird.
We should
Wait,
get
is
going.
there someone there? He says, turning towards the doorway.
No, the two in the jails.
The jail.
Ah, that makes more sense. I was almost starting to wonder if a bug was making you hallucinate.
It's one of the things
We
that
took the bug out.
kind of was
I know,
weird.
but he also hasn't really. But so far as I'm aware, he also hasn't really had any discussions with them since we did.
Yeah. Well, them being so nice was one of the bits that made me think y'all were right. They said thank you to me several times. I then arrested them, but, you know. It was weird. It weirded me out.
Did they thank you for that too?
Nah, they asked if I wanted some company.
We desperately
Care
need to
about
get you
you?
out. We desperately need to get you out for a walk or something. Hang when we're finished here.
I like being in my
Go get
house.
drinks.
I mean, yes, but it doesn't sound like a healthy lifestyle at the moment, from an emotional level, if nothing else.
Well, let's solve the town problem first. Then maybe he can feel safe enough to go drinking with us in the bar.
That is the intention. Though, maybe not the bar. They didn't seem the most happy to have us around last time either.
Sure, it'll be fine.
Well, how long was I asleep? Why is it nighttime? No.
It's like 4 hours.
Oh,
Only, yes.
oh,
You
yeah.
were asleep. You went to sleep this afternoon. You haven't been out for too many hours yet.
Nah, yeah, it does that weird flip-flop thing, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Never gonna get used to that.
we were thinking about letting you rest, but it's probably not exactly the best idea to leave you here completely unconscious while we're going out there, especially if we can't lock the door.
I appreciate that.
If anything happens and we don't get back, you should probably tell Haven there's weird stuff going on. You probably should have done that already, honestly.
Well, it's kind of hard to do that when you don't have a whole lot of people running for you. Joran's been gone for a little while. He's gonna come back probably a couple of days from now. So once he comes back, I have him run over. So
Here. I'm actually going to put my sending stone on the table.
Oh.
If we're not back by tomorrow night, send a message. If you
Nice.
take care of the task, I will be coming back for that.
You got it.
Just remember, 25 words, it will go to anyone that you know the name of.
Got it.
Once a day.
Yeah.
So don't waste it.
Got it.
He was thinking about it.
You what? All right. You lot have fun. He kind of looks out the window again. Whatever definition of fun you adventurers have.
Enjoy your coffee.
It's pretty good coffee. He kind of like gestures to Sapphire. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We're so cheery.
And mix vodka into this. Alright, so y'all start heading out?
Think
Yep.
so. So are we going to the ruins first, and then we're going to set up the duo squad?
Yep.
The stealth squad.
Yeah, I think that's what we pretty much figured out what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And this little house here is the ruins bit, and then this house is the church. So relatively close to each other and relatively close to the tree line as well.
I do like being by the trees.
And then I will say, with your passive perception, this would almost certainly be something you would notice, Ania. You would look upwards at some point or another. You have
Of course.
no idea what the fuck constellations are above you. They make
I
no
hate it.
sense.
Gross.
It is wrong in every way possible.
And Nia's going to like whisper like to the party as they're walking. Like,
Whoever made this sky has no appreciation for stars. I hate this. They butchered the constellations. How could they do that?
I guess no one in town really pays that close attention to their arrangement. That is depressing.
Maybe it's an artistic choice.
Wouldn't an artistic choice have constellations? I guess there might be constellations. I just don't recognize them.
Or maybe that's what they looked like for some reason.
What?
Like I don't know, maybe like for whatever reason, maybe like a magic thing or something that's just what it looked like.
Why are you advocating for the evil, like,
I-
star replacers?
I'm not advocating for anything in particular. I'm just bringing up ideas.
You sure are defending them.
I think
We have
basically
no
what
idea what's. Sorry, I'll go. Oh, you go ahead.
I think what Dakota is trying to say is that whatever this creature is only has a bare understanding of what a night sky looks like. Think of the environment we're in as being drawn by a particularly artistic but not very well researched child.
Very good art for a
Hmm.
child.
Yamahara looks a bit pensive as they're walking.
As you guys are
I
walking,
wonder-
you do notice a few townsfolk are kind of watching you move. Very, very few of them are outside, but there are a few of them who are just kind of doing something or another, and they are kind of watching you. But it does not feel like a menacing look or like a I'm a watch you until you die kind of look or anything of that sort. It feels like you're watching your neighbor. They're just looking at you walk.
Is there some sort of like is there some sort of like unnatural gleam to their eye?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
Ania waves.
They wave back,
Is it-
almost like cheerily.
Okay, yeah, those are definitely affected. Never mind.
Spooky.
They do seem genuinely happy to wave back at Nia.
I mean, last time we were here, basically nobody was happy to see us. I'm pretty sure that's still infected.
Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, that probably spooks at least some of you.
Mhm.
I will say Sapphire will probably be skipping
Aw.
because she's happy to blow up the church.
Oh yeah, did Ania give Sapphire the bombs?
I
I
think we
don't
can
know.
say that she did.
Mm,
Yeah, Ania gave
I know we
Sapphire
brought
the
it up,
bombs.
but
Okay.
yeah,
Before anyone
Sapphire's
goes
like
in,
just humming in her head, blowing up the church, blowing up the church.
before anyone goes in, Gelmar pulls out the another lavender rune.
Mhm.
It could potentially help with anticipating incoming threats. If anyone wants to, or I would suggest that whoever's going in first carry it.
I assume that would probably be Sapphire.
Or Dakota, I don't know if they ever came to a conclusion as to which one's going in.
Well,
Well,
if
they both are.
Ania's doing
Oh, they're both doing
Moonbeam,
it. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Given the way that Dakota is, I don't think Dakota would want to go in alone. He'll get knocked over by a small breeze and die.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Ania was thinking about moonbeaming, but only when they're all inside.
Mhm.
Ania,
Okay.
if Dakota's going, she's staying with Cyril and Gilmar.
Okay.
Let me pull my array of runes and what they can offer. Unfortunately, you will only be able to
Staying
take
with-
the passives.
Cool.
Let's see.
Staying with her meat shields.
Let's see. Your options would be the Cloud rune. It will give you advantage on sleight of hand and deception checks.
Mm.
Stealing.
Next off, the Fire rune. Your proficiency bonus is doubled anytime you make a check with a tool for which you are proficient.
Hmm.
And lastly is the Storm rune. While wearing or carrying an object inscribed with this rune, you have advantage on intelligence checks, and you cannot be surprised so long as you're conscious.
Hmm.
Huh.
Not being surprised sounds very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
I'm
I'd have to
thinking
go with that one.
personally. Yeah.
You want to take the Storm rune with you? You can technically take as many of these as you want. It's just like these are also class abilities, so I kind of want to keep at least one of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Gelmar's
They
just
got-
walking around with runes like they're scout badges.
While
Kind
we're
of.
walking,
Mhm.
does my ritual held speak with animals go off?
That's a good question. What's the range of that? Does it have a range?
That's also a good question. Let me go look.
Or is it just within your hearing?
Speak with animals, ability to comprehend. Knowledge and awareness of many beasts is summoned by their intelligence. Doesn't say anything about
So just within your range of
range.
hearing.
Yeah, it's
Cool,
just
cool.
my hearing.
I would say weirdly enough, you're not hearing any animal speak. Like normally you would hear at least some in the forest, like owls hooting or rabbits moving or like something or another. You're not hearing anything nearby. It is a purely
Freaky.
silent forest.
I hate it.
If anything was speaking in there, you would certainly be able to hear it. But the fact nothing is, I would probably say, would be almost as concerning as things speaking around you.
Right.
All right. You guys get to the church. I'm assuming, Sapphire, you would get the no surprise rune from Galmar.
Yes.
Okie dokie. So
Let
you
me
guys are there.
Copy its description.
Mhm.
I already read it out loud, but just simply so I can say you guys saw it. Unfortunately, he trying to show it off in the chat bar does not work exceptionally well. I'm just going to paste it here in the BC chat.
No worries. But yeah, so you guys are now at the ruin area. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of people around you specifically here. If anything, most of the people appear to be asleep. There are a few people kind of near where the tavern is, as well as the stables are, but no one specifically directly around you.
All right, so the three of us will lurk inside the ruins as close as we can to the church. And you two, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
So if anything happens, don't worry about the plan. Just get out.
Mm-hmm.
And
will
maybe
we-
throw a bomb.
Yep. I think we got
Definitely
the.
throw a bomb.
Yeah. Do we have any bombs?
Yeah,
We got
Sapphire's
bombs.
a few.
Yeah, we. Oh yeah. All right.
Mhm.
And we got the stones. I think to let you know if anything goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So the two of you can kind of split up from the group as Sapphire or Cyril, Ania, and Gamar are staying back, kind of watching over the general church, watching over the area around, making sure nothing goes fucky-wucky outside. So you guys go into the church. As you guys head into the church itself, it is a very simplistic wooden church. There doesn't seem to be any specific symbolic. What's the word I'm looking for?
Symbology.
Symbology. Thank you. There's no specific symbology. They're on the walls, on the totem, anything like that. It's a place for people to stand up on a little platform and talk to the people in the pews. But that seems to be about it in the building itself. Directly to your right, after you walk in, is a small, small water holder. Is filled with some kind of liquid that you guys cannot tell just by looking. Is dark red, almost purplish. Is very uncomfortable to look at. Probably would be worse to touch. You're welcome to touch if you'd like, but I'm assuming you're not going to. But
I dipped some arrows in it.
Yeah, fair enough. How many? Like 5, I assume?
We'll go 10.
10? Okay. Yeah, so you have separate them any way you want to, but you can just name them red-tipped arrows. As you put the iron-tipped arrows into the water, air quote water, it I wouldn't say bleeds into the iron, but it soaks into the iron, and it's a deep red color now.
Ooh. Can't wait to try these out.
I love Sapphire. But yeah, there is next to that, behind the back pew, is what appears to be a basement stairs that you guys can go down if you'd like to. It's the only thing of note in the entirety of the church at the moment. Basin, thank you.
Alright, is the I'm assuming this seems just as normal with the beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So would you like to go down the stairs?
I'm gonna put on.
Sapphire's
I'm gonna put on armor of Agathis.
Okay.
okay. Sapphire's also gonna whisper to Dakota, should we use invisibility?
Oh yeah, probably. Let's see there.
Should we use this, guys?
I don't know why we didn't. Probably should have done it before, honestly. Alright.
I think that's 3rd level for 2 people. Invisibility.
second.
Is it 2nd level for 2 people?
No, wait, hold on. Is it? It might be.
Yeah, for each spell slot,
Yeah.
3rd level, you can
Yeah.
target 1 additional. So yeah, that'd be 1 3rd level spell slot for you. Or
Okay.
the equivalent for your spell points out. I don't know how your spell point system works.
Roll my barrel and the how did I flavor it? It was like a dark fog or something. I don't know if my magic flavoring is any different now that I have a different patron.
You can choose for it to be if you'd like to, if you want something slightly different. If not, it will be the default.
I feel like with the dealer, it would be a lot like sparklier.
It's a
Black
purple
sparkles,
mist
though.
that forms around you with sparkles all through it.
Yeah, it's like
Black sparkles.
Yeah, it's like a red mist.
hmm Yeah, so you guys go invisible.
Where's
Okay, then Sapphire starts going towards the stairs.
Cool.
Well, follow after.
All right. You guys start heading towards the stairs. The moment you touch the top stair, nothing explodes. Don't worry. All of you guys, like, I could almost hear all of you guys like, oh no. Nothing super bad happens. But the moment you touch the top stair, Dakota, you're going to hear in your voice, or in your head.
In my voice.
In your voice, you're going to hear in your head, is freedom something you think you will ever attain?
Dakota isn't going to say anything,
Mm-hmm.
but he's gonna like softly shake his head.
Okay.
It's
And
like
then
an unconscious response.
okay. And then Sapphire, you're going to hear your one's really hard to do. But you're going to hear wouldn't you like to have your memories back? Do you respond to it?
I'll probably think it, but I won't actually respond, and I'll probably do a little nod, but like say, of course, or something in my head.
Interesting. Okay. Outside the building, Ania, you, for the first time, do hear something, but it's quiet. You almost don't catch it for a second there, as it just appears suddenly, but also like is very quiet. You hear it from above you more than anything else. And you hear, just very briefly, it says, would you like to stop hiding? Would you like to be free to be who you are?
Ania squints and looks upwards. Just seeing if anything's there.
You do not see anything. You for just a brief moment, you feel like you see an original star constellation, but then your eyes like kind of focus a little bit, and it's back to the weird ass stars. It does vaguely look like a child's mosaic.
Mosaic?
Mosaic. Thank you.
Ania squints the sky, looks at the church, and just goes, fuck, to herself, although the other two can hear just fine.
At the same time, Cyril, you hear in your head your wife's voice, which says, and you can hear it distinctly. This isn't like, Ania barely catching it. You hear this as if she is literally standing right next to you. And as you turn your head, for just a brief moment, you do see her again. Not in like a ghostly form, not in like a, weird ethereal, flashback or whatever. Now, it literally looks like she's just standing there. And you hear her say, "We would love for you to come home. You don't have to fight." And as you're looking at her, she disappears again. It's not like fading, it's not like, vanish or anything like it. It's just she's there and then she's not there, as if your brain had come up with her and then not had her. Do you respond to that?
Kind of just like rub the back of my neck, shake my head a little bit. We really need to get this taken care of quickly.
And Gemar.
Go ahead.
Gemar, you see as bright as the day, you see your sister appear just in front of you. She looks just as she did back when you first saw her. She's not in her dragon form, though. She is in her humanoid form. Just as stunning as the last time that you saw her. And she says to you, "Looking for me is wearing you down. You don't have to keep going. You don't have to push yourself to every extent that you have. You can take a break. And again, vanish, just like with Cyril."
Good thing she vanished, because if you didn't say that last bit, I would have said, and stare is stare is all taken aback for a few moments before snapping out of it and trying to grab it at the collar of her shirt, trying to find some sort of evidence of the restraints or something.
Yeah, but she disappears and
Yeah.
Do you still reach for it?
Agreed. I mean, if she vanishes before I even move, no.
She would disappear like you move and then gone.
Just slowly raise a hand towards her, and then she just vanishes, turns towards Cyril. Yes, as soon as possible, he says, dropping his arm back down.
And what are you going to say, Neil?
Is there any way to clear or cleanse the air around us? That seems to be... I don't know if it's the air, if it's something else. I didn't bring any wind spells today. Maybe I should have.
I don't know. Have a repulsion breath, though I suspect nobody in the town is going to be happy about that.
It won't last
And-
very long either.
It is still a strong instant gust, though I can't promise you won't be carried with it.
As you guys
Still
talk
won't.
amongst yourselves, moving back over to the other two, you guys are moving down the stairs. It takes a surprising amount of time. From what it looked like with the stairs, it was just go down, take a bend, and then keep going. It takes you guys about 3 or 4 minutes of just walking down the stairs to keep going down. As you guys are walking about the 2-minute mark or so of you guys walking, the stairs start changing under you. Weirdly enough, the stairs leading down started as wood. Then they moved into stone. So it was like wood all the way down until they dug out a lot, and then they started digging out the stone itself, and it just keeps going down. The stone, however, after about, first minute was wood, second minute was stone. The third minute, once you hit to the third minute, it starts to change to something slick. Almost feels like it's sticking to your boots as you guys are moving your feet. I'm assuming you guys are not using anything that has light on it. So Dakota, you would be blind. Sapphire, you would be able to see in grayscale. So Dakota, I'm assuming you're like holding on to Sapphire's cloak or something of that sort to make sure you don't fall.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
So you guys are stepping down, and the stone does, instead of it being firm, you step and you sink just a little bit into the stone as you keep going down and down and down. About the 4-minute mark, the air is very, very thick. It's very warm. Every step that you guys move downwards brings the scent of, rose water, old blood, and weirdly enough, some kind of sweet smell. Almost something like a apple that was out for too long. It's so sweet, and yet there's something under, something almost rotten, something sickening, but it's just floats onto your tongue. Your boots are sticking slightly to the steps, and as you look at the walls, as they are quite next to you, even you can see this, Dakota, but Sapphire, you see this very, very easily. The once chiseled stone that was firm and still is now pulsing. You can touch it, and it's soft like flesh under some silk. It's pale pink, although it's very, very hard to see the colorations down here, especially with there being almost no light. But Sapphire, you can see that there are trails, almost like veins, coming out and webbing in all directions along the walls. Can't quite tell what colors they are. But as you continue further down, you can hear your footsteps now. You get to what almost appears like doors, but they're stuck, they're fleshy, they're not made of any substance you've ever seen before. And you grab the door handle and slowly open up the door. And you guys see a massive chamber, which I will move you guys over into this picture here. Ignore the walls being, happy and there being light, but imagine it's dark and walls are fleshy. But you guys are brought into a chamber. It is no longer a church, you would say, but is quite transformed, consumed by a massive organism. The entire room is encased in pulsing tissue. The pillars look like some form of bone, strung with thick tendons of muscle-like strands. The walls seem to shudder as if it's breathing, and the ceiling heart arches high above you like a rib cage. Light filtering through faint cracks as it seems to go even further up than you were expecting. Very, very faint moonlight seeming to shine down all the way down here. How, you're not entirely sure. At the center of the room, above what appears to be some kind of stone table? I don't know what you would call it. It's a large flat stone. Huh?
Altar?
Yeah.
Podium?
Podium. We'll go with podium. It seems to be a large stone podium beneath a ginormous, massive cocoon, suspended from the ceiling by thick cords of fleshy fiber, almost like arteries that are wrapping around some kind of bone or muscle that is tied together, is slowly beating. But the rhythm, you feel it not in your ears, not in your head, you feel it in your chest. Thump, thump, thump. It's not just audible, it is matching your heartbeat, and it seems to be the only heartbeat you can hear. The floor is squelching as you walk over it, carpeted in organic matter almost like fat over stone. Vessels are pulsing beneath it. And Sapphire, you swear you can see shapes writhing beneath the surface. twitching hands, curled feet, half-formed faces. Forgotten dreams made meat. The walls are covered in stained glass-like membranes, but they're certainly not glass. It almost seems like skin, stretched thin, showing moving visions inside of them, each one depicting some kind of fantasy. Not of saints, legends, anything of that sort. They're depicting you. Weirdly enough, they're not depicting your battles, Sapphire. They're depicting moments of happiness. You vaguely recall a few of these, weirdly enough, as these are clearly within the Feywild. There's one time you're sitting under a tree. The tree is flashing behind you, changing color, changing places, but it's almost like you're having a picnic with a shadowy figure next to you. It's a point of peace. Dakota, you can also see this. It seems to almost radiate a light for you, although you can't see much of the other areas. For you, you're reading a book. You can recognize it as the Dakota Rider books. You're sitting on a chair, peaceful, at rest, reading the book, having a nice cup of coffee. You're in your changeling form and smiling. From above, the cocoon sighs, the sound echoing through the entirety of the halls, and its heartbeat intensifies. And then, you hear more whispers. Haven't you earned peace? You can save those you wish to. You can fix what you broke. You can be a daring adventurer anywhere you want to be. You can have whatever memories you desire. Any dreams that you can think of. All you need is to just want it. And Sapphire, as you look around, you can see inside of the walls, almost as this trap within the flesh, seems to be illusions almost of people. Some are kneeling, they're smiling, they're happy, eyes clouded over. A thin, fleshy strand burrowed into their spines or necks. It seems like whatever is going on here, their happy thoughts are giving this cocoon food. It has welcomed you into its halls. How do the two of you feel?
I immediately, upon noticing that it's feeding off of the happy thoughts, start thinking of bad thoughts, sad thoughts, death,
Ooh.
stuff like that.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is quick thinking.
mess with the mind reader. Mess with the mind reader.
Interesting.
I'm not feeding
Dakota.
anything.
Dakota,
No.
you haven't seen any of the things around aside from listening to it and seeing yourself at peace for once in your life inside of the windows. How do you respond to this?
I've been offered this same deal more times than I can imagine by now. But if I'm gonna find freedom, I'm gonna find it myself, not because someone offered it to me.
Interesting. Okay.
That's really good.
Sapphire is also going to be telepathically telling Dakota to think non-happy thoughts. Sad thoughts.
Can
Sad
it
thoughts.
read the telepathy?
That's a good question.
Ooh.
So, as this is happening, we're going to move back over to the other crew. Let me move back to Gleam Meadows real quick. You guys are outside of everything going on down there. And you guys are feeling that beat, pulse. But you guys are, in fact, feeling, I would say, your own heartbeats. You are able to hear your own heartbeats. It's not something you're particularly used to, and it takes a moment for you even to notice, as is something that usually happens after you run or go exhaust yourself or something of that sort. But you do feel it now. It's not your usual feeling, but it is some kind of beat. And you hear the voice in your head. All three of you hear this at the same time. You hear, would you be willing to give it a chance?
Oh, it's getting aggressive. What are they doing down there? It's been ages. It's just a
This keep-
church.
If this keeps up, I might just knock this door off its hinges and go down there myself.
They have been in there a while.
Can I tell, like, looking at the church?
Mhm.
Like, does it look anything weird building-wise?
The church itself that you're looking at, no, it doesn't look any different. It's been probably a little under 10 minutes.
Something's weird going on in there. It shouldn't take that long to scout a church.
Well, didn't the sheriff already said, looking through the windows, whatever was going on seemed like it would require more space than what they seem to have?
Right, right.
What-
And
Hmm?
what was that?
Was that Gummer?
I was about to just follow it up with, I suspect there's a tunnel or something down there. Teleportation circle. Something else that would make there far more space than it immediately appears.
I agree. I mean, we assumed the nest would be in there somewhere, so if it's going to be anywhere, down into the ground.
Do you want to try contacting them?
Gelmar's going to just place a hand towards the earring hanging from his horn. I'm not certain if you're close enough to hear me. Whatever you're doing down there is making things a bit more active up here. Are you okay? Am I correct in the assumption that they're probably not close enough to hear it?
How far is the
The
sending
message
stone?
spell?
Yeah,
Oh no,
the
I don't have
message.
my
Yeah,
sending
the
stone. I'm
message
trying to use
spell.
message. Let's see.
It's like 100 some odd feet, but like
Message spell.
but it also like it can be blocked by so many inches of wood,
Um,
steel, and stone.
Let's see. It goes up to 120 feet.
Hmm.
It can be blocked by magic barriers, magical silence, foot of stone, inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood.
Hmm. Doesn't have to follow a straight line though, so I would say they are not within range. If you were at the top of the stairs, they would be. Give relative range.
Fair enough.
If are there any like there's windows I can look out of, right?
Yeah.
If I'm looking out the windows, do I see any like do I see any of like the villagers starting to march on the church?
That's a good question.
Perception check.
I would not say. So you don't see anyone marching, but you do see that they are starting to make a half circle, so a crescent, or outside of the church. It's not like they're basically getting to the church about that half crescent mark, and then kneeling, almost as if in prayer.
That's not good.
That's not good. We could go. We don't want to have to fight them to get in.
sister had an old spell that she used to enjoy for situations like this. Ania,
Hmm?
I don't
Yeah?
suppose you have lock, do you?
No.
Mm,
Did prepare locate creature today.
that could help, but we still have all of the M behind us. Should we just push in and run?
I don't think we need to run. We could. It's up to you. Whatever you two decide, I will follow.
Hey,
It's
Cyril, how
yes.
necessary do you think this door is?
Won't it
On
just
these
open?
ruins? I don't think it's necessary at all. Are you planning on using it as a ram?
I'm thinking about it.
I
If
don't
nothing
think
else,
they're going.
I will say, my dog is with you guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is
Pupper.
the dog out?
Good.
Pupper.
That's right.
That's
do
right. We
still
never
have the
we never
dog.
dropped him off.
I have Speak with Animals on.
Yeah, it's just chilling. Just kind of huffing and puffing next to.
Huh. What abilities does the dog have?
He
The giant
can.
shadow mastiff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I put him in. Now put the pupper in your thing. On.
Well,
Yes.
Hmm?
She's gonna ask Pupper if they smell anything weird.
He's gonna like take a moment and then just do just a big deep breath before he just kind of lolls his tongue out again. He goes, tastes kind of like when I chew a sweet thingy on ground.
Fair enough.
Not quite like people.
Yeah, not
People
like
taste
people.
see,
And she's
Well, no more eating people, unfortunately, maybe.
Oh. Okay.
gonna lean down. And, oh man, I'm not privy to this conversation. Damn it!
You are not.
no, Nia's like growling. She's like doing like dog growl yips.
You can hear it in my head.
And I will say, how enticed are each of your characters in the words that the person has said so far, the ideas that they have brought so far? Ania, I honestly can't remember what I just gave you.
If Nia would like to be herself or
Yes.
just not have to hide.
Yeah, you not hiding anymore. Cyril, your wife and kid, and then Gelmar, not having to fight to get to your sister. How enticed would your character be in the idea of that?
Right. But he's also enraged at the suggestion because he knows that that's not likely to be the way this is going to have to work.
Interesting. Okay. So
How?
Hmm?
Oh, good.
It's it really is. It's really just kind of like making Cyril sad
okay.
because for him, going home right now means meeting them in the afterlife. And he
Interesting.
knows that he can't just take his own life because he won't get there if he does that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Ania?
How are we weighing enticed against logic?
I would say how your logical mind processes, don't put that into the equation. It is purely your
Okay.
emotional gut response to the idea of this.
Okay. Not having to hide anymore,
Mhm.
Ania's gut reaction is more towards everyone else outside of her rather than herself.
Mm.
And she also has conflicted like inner feelings regarding hiding because a part of her does believe Ania is still her in a sense. So to her, she's not really hiding, and she actually takes a little bit of offense if someone were to say Ania was totally a mask.
Mm. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. All of you roll me a wisdom save again, but this time just a flat roll.
Flat roll. Flat roll. I rolled the same thing.
Okay. This one is a little bit tougher. I'm very curious.
Excuse me.
And Cyril and Gummer?
Sorry. Wisdom save, you said?
Yeah.
Just a flat roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
and everybody gets like a +1
Okay.
on the saves that's next to me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh
sweet.
yeah, I got a 16.
Okay.
Nope,
Oof.
poor Cyril.
Oh, come on.
Kind of
Really
fits
missed your family,
thematically.
man.
But so Ania and Gamar, your gut reaction to both of these is wavering. Not like, wavering is in like you being knocked down or anything, but it's wavering is in like going up and down between it being enticing, it not being, So that's conflicting almost within you. It's not phasing you in the way you think it's trying to get you to, if that makes sense. You kind of feel like it bouncing against your mind to a degree. It's not quite getting there. Cyril, on the other hand, this is very sad for you because I in my opinion, you can adjust this if you want to. There is very, very little that you want to do more than see your wife and kid again.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So it's a very sad feeling, but it's because it entices you so much that makes you sad. At least in my opinion. Again, tell me if I'm wrong. So as you're kind of like talking to them and they're interacting with each other and Big Doggo behind you talking with Ania and such, their voices start to fade next to you. And it just kind of starts going to the background. And you feel a hand on your shoulder. But your shoulder feels wrong. You feel like you used to. You feel like you did a long, long, long time ago. Back when you were physically still fully human. And the hand on your shoulder, you recognize it, but not quite. And as you turn your head to the side, you realize why. Is the hand of your son. The reason that you recognize it, but not quite, is because you've only ever felt his hand on your shoulder in your current form. Never when you were fully human. And he has his hand on your shoulder, and he goes, "You don't have to die. Not to be with us. Not quite the same. You won't, be in afterlife. You have no idea what will happen, but you can be happy. You can train with me. I can see you every day and come by and talk to mom again. She misses you, It's been a while.
Yes, so too.
Our goal is not to make you die. Just make you happy. We don't want you to leave. We don't want you to do something you don't want to do. We want you to be happy. You desire this so much. I can feel it in your heart. You desire to be happy with your family because you never got to be. It was ripped from you unfairly. If you die, we don't know if you'll ever see them again. But I'm here. And you can feel me. It's just like as if it was real. This isn't your head, of course. I'm not going to lie to you and say it's not. I'm not going to lie to you and say you're going to get everything you ever desired, but I don't have to lie to you. You will get to live out your greatest fantasy. A loving home with your son and your wife. You won't have to worry about your son going off and dying, or your wife getting old without you. You'll grow, and if your body doesn't adjust, then that's okay. I'll give you a lifetime with them. They'll grow with you. And you, he kind of gestures to your body, are back to normal. Back to who you wish you were. This is what you've wanted, and this is what you've strived so hard to get. You don't have to keep fighting to be at peace, to be truly happy. Yeah, it's a mirage to everyone else, but you saw the lady who was holding her baby again. To her, that bundle of sticks is her baby. In full flesh and blood. People here do what they love, what they desire to do. We are not here to make you wish you were better. We're here to make you the you wish you were. I am here to give you what you truly lust for. What you desire more than anything in your life. Not what other people want, not what you want from others or what other people have that you want to take. No. What's in your heart, what you desire, is what I wish to give you. I'll let you think about it.
I'm actually going to reach out wherever the body feels like it is based on the placement of the arm.
Yeah, he's right next to you. He's in full view. He's not even disappearing now when you look at him.
Cyril just starts breaking down, sobbing, and pushing this fake version away. And no one can see it outside of his helmet, but he's holding his eyes shut as best as he can to not see what's going on around him. And he's just sobbing. It's no.
He's gonna say, I'll give you some time to think about it. But
you're not real.
No, I'm not.
I
watched you die.
You are hearing this, Ania. You are hearing him say this.
Can
Although
I
he's not moving.
shillelagh the space of air he's pushing?
You're welcome to. It does nothing.
I know, I want to swing the shillelagh into space. I want to shillelagh swing my quarterstaff.
Yeah. Cyril, in your head, you're not even seeing her move. She's just where she was, weirdly enough. But he goes, I am not alive. I did die so long ago. But what is the difference between me right now and me who died? And me who you'll see when you die? If you want, I can just kill you. Let you come back to your family in a more real sense. But I don't want you to die. Because you don't want to die. Not yet.
That's the you that I will see. It is my time. That is the real you.
Will it really be the real
Mother
him when you
that
die?
I will see when it is my time. That is the real Or you will leave my side. You will leave me alone.
You kind of see him, not quite see him, but you kind of hear him take like a soft sigh. And you can kind of picture in your head, yeah, his form is just burned into your memory, basically. But he says, I'm sorry you have to live like this.
May Cyril, may Ania interject, or do you want to keep going the scene? I don't want to interrupt.
You can interrupt while we're having this breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
And next, Ania wants to shillelagh Cyril on the side of the helmet with full force, which is why
Ring
I
his
asked.
bell completely.
Yeah, just like
Ding, ding,
so he
ding, ding.
can't hear.
So, as he says, I'm sorry you have to live like this, his full sentence is going to be a sigh and then, I'm sorry you have to live like this. I wish I could make your life easier. And then you hear as the shillelagh slams into your helmet, and it dings like a bell in your head. You can feel, though, Cyril, it was partially shillelagh, but they just left. Whatever the creature is, just left. At least your head.
Oh. Thank you. Ania.
You're very welcome. Do you need a cure? Are you hearing things other than ringing? You okay?
Whatever this thing is, it's trying very hard to convince me of a different path, and it is as equally upsetting as it is frustrating.
Okay.
And Ania's gonna like check over with Galmar briefly, make sure he's not also freaking out.
I can imagine he's just currently staring at the door, slowly looking more and more irritated as the moments are going on. But aside from that, he looks in control of his mental faculties at the moment. I would imagine, right?
No, you're perfectly fine at the moment.
Okay. Whatever is going on is getting worse, and staying here is not making it better. Let's go to the church. Maybe?
Yes.
Are you okay to go?
Yes, I would personally like to relieve this thing of its core.
Okay.
I believe it is time. I believe it is very much time.
I like
To
big
end.
buildings.
And Nia is going to like put a hand on Cyril's other shoulder that he wasn't waving at, and
Mhm.
sort of like give him a hesitant pat.
Oh. They get to like reach up way above your head, just tapping
You
with
can,
your
you can kind of
fingertips.
feel his fingers as he finds your hand and pats your hand back.
Oh.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys start heading.
Did we give the dog a name?
Sapphire, did we give the dog a name?
Rue did, but I can't remember. I want to call him Bubbles.
Bubbles?
Bubbles? I think
Bubbles.
was Bubbles the name? Bubbles is good.
Bubbles. I
I'm
like the
gonna-
idea that he just kind of like, because his tongue is out so often, he just starts making bubbles whenever he starts smacking his lips.
I can
Bubbles.
check later for the name, and like their full name can be both names.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look down at Bubbles before we switch back.
Mhm.
Bubbles, it is dinner time. We need to make a
People?
path. I can't
When you
hear him
say-
speaking.
Ania's gonna address it.
When you say dinner time, they think people. We haven't trained him out of that yet.
People.
Yes. Make a path.
No, that's evil. Those are
People.
townsfolk.
I'm sorry.
We're not eating people. Those are still people.
Aww.
Oh, she's talking to Cyril.
Yeah, I know, but he's just behind you, just like, aww.
She's still, because he still hears her in that language. And
He
Yeah.
understands common.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You just can't speak common.
Yeah.
We can just go to the door.
Can I eat the door?
Yes, you can eat the door.
Nice. He just starts walking. As he starts walking, you see him grow from a tiny pup size all the way to his just mammoth giant size. And it's like, gonna eat a door, gonna nom a door. Scooch. And he like scooches one person to the side. Time to eat the door. And yeah, he legit just walks up and just chomps the door and rips it off the hinges.
Time to charge in.
See, that makes him happy.
The people seem to be all disturbed by the fact that he's ripping the door to pieces. They're still praying.
Ania's gonna check the windows before they go in the door.
That was a good question.
Chicken
Nice.
shit.
We'll get back to that.
I'm going right in.
So, Dakota and Sapphire, while they've had this moment upstairs, you guys are still right next to the cocoon, kind of staring right at it. Thinking your bad thoughts. Is there anything in particular you're thinking about, or is it just like death, doom, destruction, pain, sorrow?
I think Dakota would think about when the knight first offered them freedom, because that's what this reminds them of.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Sapphire?
You summed it up. Death, doom, destruction, sadness, sorrow.
Very fair.
I like to think that like Dakota is like having like a soulful moment about the fact that like every time they're offered freedom, it only leads to a trap. And then Sapphire is just like thinking the words death, doom, sorrow, destruction.
Same question to the both of you that I have for the others. As a gut reaction, how enticed is your character in what this creature is offering? Just
I
as a
think-
gut feeling.
I think Dakota. Well, he's always enticed by the idea of freedom,
Mhm.
but the main thing that he thinks about is the fact that he knows that this will only lead to another cage.
Mm.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay. And Sapphire?
In Sapphire's heart, she yearns to have her memories back, but she knows that doing it this way would be way too easy,
Mm.
and therefore can't be the correct way.
Interesting. Okay. Dakota, I'm gonna have you roll this wisdom save at disadvantage. Sapphire, I'll have you roll it normal.
Okay. Wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Really? There's a nat 20 there. There was a nat 20.
Damn.
As
Oh.
I
Ease you.
as I usually go with, I'm gonna make this an official rule at some point, but I hate wasting natural 20s and natural 1s. So if I haven't done this before, I really should have, but I'm gonna put this as a rule now so you guys can remind me later, so I'm not a dumbass. I hate wasting natural 20s and natural 1s. Natural 20s will ignore disadvantage, and natural
Ooh.
1s will ignore advantage.
Aw.
Oh,
I guess
man,
that's fair.
Free Dakota angst.
What if you get a 20 and a 1?
20 and a 1, it defaults to a 10 because they balance each other out. So something fucking weird will happen, but not necessarily better or worse, but something fucking weird will happen with a natural 20 and natural 1 same time.
All right.
But it will have neutral consequences. But yeah, so with the natural 20, doing that, and then with Sapphire having a 10. Okay. So, of course, Dakota, you're going to succeed this roll. For just a moment, though, you do get, and I'll let you determine how this sways you or how it doesn't, but you do see more of a gut feeling, a kind of essence within yourself, being able to see the same kind of world that Cyril was kind of in, where everything kind of fades for a second. And it only happens for a moment, but you do see basically the Wild West. The wind kicks up golden dust beneath your boots, almost like you're in a desert. Your revolver hangs at your hip, but you haven't needed to use it for years. You're in front of a town with a saloon in it that you've been there a couple times. The land is free around you. You have a horse next to you that's been your faithful companion for so very long, and nothing is holding you down. There's no gods around you. There's no whispers of your patrons. There's no chains holding you down. There is nothing that is truly around you, aside from was effectively the most free you can ever imagine being. As soon as you feel that, as soon as you see that, it's gone. And you're 100% in your correct faculties. You're not even hearing the voice of the cocoon anymore. How that sways you, entirely up to you. As entirely you. Sapphire. So you'd fail that. As you're thinking of doom, gloom, sadness, and death, your mind moves again. Just a little bit. And for a moment, you just kind of, you get that sad stuck in your head a little bit. And the next moment, you see the moon goddess kind of sitting down at a table in front of you, nestled in a forest of perpetual twilight. And on the other side of her is, it's a man. He's sitting there. He has flame red hair, almost flowing like fire. His eyes are warm and radiant. And he looks at her, he smiles, and he just says, I have to think about what he says for a second.
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun. No, he says, you don't have to travel to be you, but if you want to travel, you can be. Anywhere you wish to go, it's up to you. And give your entirety of your memories back. But only if you stay here. Now, I'm not trying to force you. He like stands up and like holds his hands up, and he's like, I know. Not trying to convince you to stay here and ignore your grand purpose or whatever, but you gave up your memories for a reason, to be unbiased, for whatever reason that you decide to be at that time. Do you really want to be unbiased? Do you want to be the one who walks between, never looking on one side or the other? Sounds kind of boring, honestly. You're not diving into the secrets left or right. Yeah, here, get whatever memories you want, get any decisions you get to make are yours to make, and yours alone. You don't got a war that's sitting on your shoulders that you never asked for, never decided. And yeah, it's not the most glamorous of realities, but you can make it as such. There's not too much of a difference, to be perfectly honest with you. And he kind of holds up his hand and he just goes, I am as real as you decide that I am. And is that really any different from life? How do you react to this?
I would probably respond with, yeah, you're real, a real pain in my ass.
Go Sapphire.
You're trying to convince me to feed you on a
Oh,
lie.
darling. I'm not trying to feed from you.
Can't.
Food is not my sustenance. I desire no food at all. The only thing that I get from you, creatures, is power. And the power is simply to make it so that others are able to have the reality they wish they could have, rather than starvation, pain, all those little things that went through your mind. How many have you stabbed and killed just to get to where you are now? I have no desire to use you up. I have desire to give you whatever is in your heart.
In exchange for power that you'd be feeding, I'd air quote that with my fingers,
Mm-hmm.
feeding off of
Suppose you could
me
see it like
and
that.
everybody else.
Do tell me, dear Sapphire. What's the harm? You seem to have a reasonable head on your shoulders, a little bit more so than your companion does. Not the one next to you, the ones above. I have made a poor woman get her daughter back. I have made a traveler, salesman who barely had any wares happy that people are finally paying attention to them. I'm making a blacksmith believe he's creating the world's greatest weapons that have ever been behold. And they're all happy. Sure, it's not real life, they're not starving to death, they're not having to fight each other over resources. But really, who wants that? Is that a world you truly wish for them to come back to? A world of sticks and stones, broken bones?
No, that's not the world I want them to come back to, but I don't want them having to live a lie.
Where's
just
the
to get what they
lie?
want. That woman is holding a pile of sticks.
To you. To her, it's her baby. To her, it's the most precious thing in the entire world, is the thing that she has had her heart set out on, is the thing that she almost gave up her life to visit again.
Whether they believe it is real or not, it's still a lie. Just because they believe it's not doesn't make it not a lie.
Suppose you are correct in that aspect. But what harm is there in a white lie? It's not like they're going around telling people that the world is ending or that there's riches galore around here. No, they're just saying, this is what I want more than anything, and I'm giving them it. Grand adventures, life beyond life. Never having to worry about where their next meal's coming from. Never having to worry about if they're going to find love one day, friendship, or happiness. They just get it. Is that really so wrong?
What you say sounds nice in theory, but it's still a lie.
Have you never told a lie to save or to make someone feel just a little bit better?
That's a funny question. You're offering my memory, so you tell me.
You are a very strange being. If I gave you your memories back right now, I would have nothing to bargain with, would I?
No, you would not.
Well, you have the bombs, and I have the thing that you most desire.
Yes, but you're not the only way to get those back.
Hmm. And how do you plan to do so?
I don't know yet. I'm going to figure it out as I go.
Oh, you are a special one indeed. Ah, only the little one wasn't so closed off. I might be able to make a deal. And you feel the entire scene just kind of disappear, and you're back to the weird room with Dakota right behind you.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Can we kill something now?
He raises his gun and points it at the cocoon.
As you do so, you feel a shake. Moving on up back to Ania, Cyril, and Gelmar. The Paparino breaks the door down as you guys rush in. Ania kind of hesitating at the window to see whether or not there's anything in there that's gonna start beating the shit out of the two tanks. There is not. But you guys head into there. You guys see the same experience as the other two did. You see the basin full of disturbing fluid and the stairwell to the basement, if piers right next to you, and the general wooden church. But you guys also feel that same rumble. It's just shake of the foundation of the church. Would you guys like to do?
Ania takes out her light, little looking light that she shakes so she can see.
Okay. And y'all just hang straight down?
Well, she's stuck behind the other two, so it's up to them.
I mean, unless Cyril's going to put up an effort to stop him, Gelmar's making a way for the first hole he sees.
Cyril? Cyril AFK?
No,
Yeah.
we are
Okay.
thundering down the stairs.
So you hear the shake, the rumble as you guys are just speeding your way down, practically tripping, but you guys have a good enough sense of your balance to not. After you get far enough down, you're sticking to the floor slightly, so it's easier to not fall. But you guys speed down, and as Dakota pulls out his gun and kind of points at the cocoon, and Sapphire pulls out her bow to do the same, you guys pretty much bash through the doors down there. They were already slightly open, but you guys aren't taking the slow route. Fuck that shit. You guys slam into those doors like a goddamn wrecking ball and just throw yourselves in there. You guys can see the same shit everyone else did, which is unholy levels of disturbing, especially with Ania, being able to shine her light on everything. It is gross.
Aren't Sapphire and Dakota still invisible?
They are, yes. Until until they decide to shoot, they are indeed invisible. Well, specifically until Dakota shoots, they are invisible. Or he drops invisibility. But as you guys rush down there, you slam into the area. You guys don't see Dakota or Sapphire, but you do see the spidery red veins that are on the floors and the walls. Even the pews are made of like a weird flesh material, with the pillars made of stone. And your light is just exemplifying everything, including the massive fucking cocoon suspended above a stone something altar. Podium. Do you two still want to shoot?
I don't. Yeah.
The Joker in me
Yeah.
wants to fuck with all of them that just barged in. Now that they can't see us, but
Mm-hmm. All right. So
but
Dakota.
my mind's gonna be on shooting. Yes.
Okay. So you both kind of take a shot. Your invisibility immediately fades. So the three of you just see the two of them just pop up. It just pretty much to your left. Weirdly enough, you guys don't see images in the window. As all as that is. As you hit the cocoon, the foundation shakes once more, and is a deep earthly shake. It's almost like a taking in a sudden breath, where you're like trying to force all the air into your lungs to expand them as much as possible. And then a long, droning sound, almost like it's breathing out. As your bullets hit the cocoon, you hear a bullet and arrow hit the cocoon. You hear a deep, resonating crack from the cocoon. It starts to snake upwards, like it's spider webbing from where your bullet and arrow hit and pierced. The bullet having gone through all the way to the other side, the arrow having stuck in, and from the arrow's mark spreading straight up, zigzagging up all the way. Before suddenly, it cracks. And slowly descending out of the cocoon is what appears to be a human female. She's wearing some kind of almost regal looking clothes, something fit almost for a queen. It's fully red, is almost a floor length dress. She has almost a crimson style hair that is flowing all the way down to her shoulders, almost seeming to fade into the dress, but the hues make it almost hypnotizing to look at. As she walks forwards and she opens her eyes, they are an absolutely stunning purple. And it captures all of you in a look that is almost haunting from the sheer beauty that you are looking at. And she kind of walks forwards till she's roughly in the center of the room, and she folds her arms in front of each other and she goes, "You're all exceptionally hard to waver. You know that? I like it. It's nice." How do you react?
I notch a poison arrow and aim for her eye.
I message Ania mentally.
Mm-hmm.
You still have that moonbeam ready?
Ania nods, but says,
Oh, you're pretty.
Oh,
To the
why,
lady.
thank you, darling. It's been a long time since I've taken a human form. I usually
Wow.
go with something more...
Ania moonbeams.
And I'm gonna do it at the same time. It's gonna be
Double
literally a
moonbeams.
double moonbeam.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
And
Well,
I'm firing my
assume-
arrow too, so
Yeah. All right.
and then
Yeah, fire your shot. I don't remember what their role is to do so. And then
So
moonbeam.
it's a
is...
DC 12 Constitution save on mine.
Okay.
And it's probably a lot higher on Ania's.
Let's see. 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. Creature enters Gulsy Flames, takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed Constitution saving throw, or half as much damage on the successful one.
Okay.
And the shape changer stuff.
Yeah, what's your DC?
How do I tell my DC?
It should be in your book on the bottom left.
Book on DC 17.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Like I said.
Okay, hold on. We'll do... I'm statting her out real quick.
You didn't have one ready already?
I was
You was
not
expecting
expecting
this to
y'all
be
to
also-
immediately try kicking the shit out of her.
I mean, you
Listen,
kind of
she's
did
been
imply that we
tormenting the
have to act
fuck out of
quick.
us.
We are going to go with...
Zero, this isn't-
After the flippin' shadow duplicates of us thing, we just all just absolutely go for it every single time.
Cyril very rarely gives actual instructions to Aeneas, so when he did, she immediately obeyed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just doing 3 shots.
So, what'd you say was a con save?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Yep.
She wasn't lying about her being pretty, though.
No.
Oh my god.
The first one was to Cyril's. Second one was to Aeneas. And she is just on take the arrow to the face, basically. Although, weirdly enough, it doesn't hit her eyes, per se. 2d7, and then it's half damage for both. Core
yeah,
damage.
half
for
as
that,
much
so.
damage on a successful one.
Okay, and then nat 20 halves it again.
Wow.
So
Oh,
7...
wait. I don't know if this applies, but a shape changer makes it saving throw with disadvantage.
She is not a shape changer,
Okay.
interestingly enough. So quarter of 7 is like 1? No, 2. I'll go 2. Yeah, so that's like half, so it's like 3 damage. Yeah. Go with 3 damage. And then Sapphire, feel free to do your attack as well.
Okay.
And she's not going to bother dodging it, so feel free to just roll damage.
It rolls both.
Okay.
And it's also poisoned, so
yeah,
whatever
with
that
poison.
means.
So bump, 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 and then you get the poison bonus, so that's 25 damage, I think. Yeah, we'll go with 25 damage.
There you
There's a lot more than the other ones, but as you shoot for her eye, and the moonbeam comes down, it hits her shoulder instead, weirdly enough. The moonbeam comes down, and as the arrow sinks into her shoulder, she just kind of raises her arms out to the side like Jesus style, like looking up as the both moonbeams just hit her in the face and like shower, and she goes, ah. That kind of hurts. She like grabs the arrow and snaps it before throwing it to the side. Whew. I haven't had something hurt me for a long time. Good job, though. And I do appreciate the compliment, dear. You are also stunning. Although we could get you into a fancier dress, you would look absolutely immaculate in doing so. Maybe a suit. You seem like you go either way. Kind of nice. All right. Well, we just proved that your magic don't do shit to me. So, would you like to sell this friendly style, or would you like me to start stabbing you? I'd rather not try to kill any of you, to be honest with you. I'm not really in a stabby mood. I did just technically wake up after all, of being rebirthed into existence, and it's kind of a pain in the ass in order to do this in the first place, you know? So, I don't want to kill any of you.
I
We
wasn't
accept your
attempting to
surrender then.
negotiate.
So, are you saying you're not the source then?
The source of all this? No, I've 100% am. I do this for fun.
Also, the moonbeams are still going, so
Oh, yeah,
basically it's just gonna keep blasting.
She's 100% willing to just stand there for a couple, like, probably, both of you do like 2 more 2d10s, so like 4d10 each. Before she eventually will just walk out of it.
It does only last 1 minute, but yeah.
And you can move it, I believe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, Cyril, feel free to do it again.
I will. There's the
Jesus.
nice.
All right, that's 32 damage. Christ. All right. You are seeing like some like burns on her at this point. Her dress is slightly singed, and she looks down. She's like, "I just got fine." As she moves out of the beam, trying to be nice. I mean, I guess I could surrender if you really want me to, but like, I would prefer more like talk. You know, I want to make a new coat now. Man, I like this one.
I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure he's obligated to kill you.
He's obligated to kill my parasite. It's not quite me, you know? And I could just release the entire town right now if I really wanted to. You probably would have a riot on your hands at that point, and half of them would probably go throw themselves off the nearest cliff, but I could.
I'm willing
Yeah,
to take
I'm
that
just gonna
chance.
load
I
my
think
gun.
I think that's a little bit of a hard chance. Nina
I,
says to
look,
Cyril.
I'm not going to do anything to it. If I release them entirely. Whether or not they throw themselves off a cliff is entirely on them. I deeply suggest you go upstairs and talk with them before I release them, but that's just me, you know?
I don't think we need another Agaron here.
What?
What'd Gilmar say?
I don't think we need another Agaron here.
Agaron?
Actually, hey, above game. Hey, Sin, do you think they would recognize that name?
I'm trying to figure out if I recognize that name.
It was the name I sent you most recently. in
Oh,
our
yeah, that's
private
right. They would not.
discussions.
Yeah, it's no one will recognize that name now.
The last red wyvern? Ring a bell? Surely at least one of your subjects that you're reading the minds of knows of it.
Did I read about any cool dragons?
This one
We would
specifically.
probably above game all in passing know about the last red
Mhm.
wyvern whose death led to the birth of the Sword Guild.
Yeah. You would all recognize
But no name.
Yeah, no name was ever mentioned for it.
I wasn't aware it had a name.
I don't think I was around during that time. I know one of my brothers was. It's kind of an
Maybe
asshole.
not.
Kalmar is giving us the saddest look. He's just like, I was
No,
friends
he's-
with the dragon.
No, he still just looks irritated as all get out. And to be fair, I know your characters probably wouldn't know this off the top of the head, but
Mhm.
over the course of the campaign, he did openly admit to Ania he is only 97. And the last red wyvern died 500 plus years ago. He did not know of this thing.
Mm.
That was my uncle.
Oh my gosh.
Before,
Man.
before anyone does anything drastic, I think is going to try and like stall for time on both ends, being like,
Why would you be so willing to release them and such? And what is all this?
I'm here to give them what their hearts desire. They lust for who knows what they want. They lust for flesh in some cases, but for the most part, you humanoids are all the same. You just lust for peace, happiness, and to not have to starve to death or deal with wars or whatever have you. And that's honestly just what I'm here for. I just kind of give you that if you want it, you know? So whether or not the people in here I give my willy-nillys, I don't care. You want them back, I can give you them back. I can't guarantee they'll want you to, but it means nothing to me.
I could promise they wouldn't want to come back to see us, but I don't believe that they would exactly enjoy isolation for the rest of their existence.
Not quite isolation.
Is it not? How many other minds are locked away with alongside them?
Huh?
How many minds are present to interact with them?
Each other if they want to.
Well, Sounds like you are still working down the pathway that Agaron did.
From what my brother says, he was kind of a dickhead and an asshole to boot.
Oh yes, he was. But you're still forgetting the number one lesson that he learned. The number one folly of the dragons. The final act that they took that inevitably led to their assumed full destruction, their extinction. Agaron tried himself to... Sorry,
You're
blanking in my head again. Agaron's final act of failure. He believed he was more capable of leading them than they were. He tried to compress them all together, to force them into the peace that he desired.
But you see, that's where we differ. I have no interest in leading them down whatever path they are. I have interest in. I have no interest in paths. I'm giving them whatever they truly desire. I'm not making them believe something they don't want. And everything to them is just as real as you and I.
You're forgetting about those outside of your influence.
What about them?
You inevitably have claimed a few who hold loved ones on the outside. And I can promise a number of them are not too pleased with what you're doing. They view you just as much as a parasite as we do.
She shrugs. Hey, if they want to see their loved ones, they're more than welcome to.
And just like Agaron learned, if you try to manipulate them in this way, they will personally come for you. And I can promise this is how the alliance between all of the races came to be. Shaky as it might exist right now. So congratulations. Perhaps you will find yourself as the one to strengthen the resolve. The specific resolve to tear you apart.
Could be interesting. She kind of looks at Nia. Would you like me to let them go free, dear?
And Nia's like,
Oh no, don't you put that decision on me.
She turns to Cyril. What about you, sir? Would you like me to let them go free? One snap of the fingers and they're all happy. Well, whatever happiness you can have from being forced back into a reality like your own.
What I'm wondering is what you're gonna do after this.
Absolutely nothing but travel around. Besides, I really want to see my brothers again. They might be pains in the asses and they might be dumbasses, but yeah, you sometimes just gotta shove a fist up their ass and puppet them around. God, one of them. Honestly, he's probably killing more people than I am right now. Bastard.
Gelmar for once actually chuckles. And she still doesn't see the irony in what she claims, he says, taking a seat.
No, you see,
No,
I
actually,
make
don't
them
even see
think
me.
that they're in reality that they enjoy. He just makes them think that they love him. Entirely different. He's an idiot. Honestly, I'll let you go and kill him if you want to, but you probably slay your fucking guts out like a fish.
So, in answer to her question, while she's giggling, I'm not even going to really say anything. I'm just going to move the moonbeam right over the top of her again.
Oh, hats! Give her roll your damage as she's gonna step out of it.
Nia's moonbeam is staying still. She is trying to look around the room more. And she's trying to...
and she's rolling it.
Panicking a little bit.
Jesus Christ.
Hey!
Okay, as you look around the room, the thing that you are seeing that would probably not concern you, but would almost confuse you, it is all the images you see, all the figures you see, all the things, genuine happiness. That is what you are seeing in every single turn that you turn to, is always smiles on people's faces and realities they wish they could be in. Even when you look in the mirror, in the windows, and you see your own, like Dakota did earlier, you are seeing what would genuinely make you happy above all else, or at least the best that she is able to confer. Just because your mind is so conflicted to a degree, as is most. It kind of moves back and forth between a few, but for the most part, from what you can tell and deduce, is genuinely what would make you the most happy in that pseudo reality that she's in.
Mm-hmm.
As she kind of steps to the side and she kind of brushes off her dress, she goes, "Meh, you're burning my dress, dude. Look, I can free them if you want me to. Just one snap of the fingers. Just let me know. I can't guarantee you they'll all live, but that's not on me."
This isn't about you letting them go. This is about you taking from them something real. And you see, that's the difference.
What
between
reality
what
did
you're
I take?
offering.
That one of them lost their child? That one of them was starving? That one of them couldn't see himself being able to give out an apple, much less anything else? That one of them had a failed blacksmith career? What am I taking from them, sir?
Choice.
I gave them a choice.
And in that moment, when I say choice, I'm done talking. I'm going to vanish in that puff of like purple spores
Mm-hmm.
and reappear behind her and just takes full 2 swings.
Interesting. Okay. As you do so, she's don't activate one of her abilities. As you teleport directly behind her, she turns and she makes eye contact with you. And effectively, she is using Hold Person. So feel free to give me do a DC 17 Wisdom check.
Come on, baby.
Ooh.
Oof.
It was almost worse, but
You teleport immediately behind her, and she turns and looks at you, and you can feel your entire body seize up quite heavily as you pretty much fall to the floor. And you, for once, actually do see legitimate irritation on her face as she just stares at you and she goes, "Now it ain't polite to fight a lady from behind. If you want a battle, I can bring my brother to you. I am not interested in fighting you peasants. Your lives don't mean anything to me." She turns around and once again looks over at Nia. I think the only one who hasn't looked at her in an actual scarn and or shot her.
no, Ania dropped the moonbeam too.
She did, but to your command.
That's true. That's true.
And she didn't even move
This
the
is all
moonbeam
mine.
when you did either. So
That's
she
true.
looks back at Nia and she goes, "Your friends don't seem to want to give me an answer. Do I let them go or do I continue holding them? Let me know so I can get out of this stupid basement so your friend here stops trying to break his weapon on my shoulder. Because I can guarantee you next time he attacks me, I'm going to break that weapon into his chest frame."
You're the one using that as a thing over our heads to let them go or not.
Oh, you want me to let them go? That's why I'm doing it. I can hold on to
He
them.
just wants you dead.
Oh, I'm
honestly.
certain he does. But you seem to care about the people up above. I put them into a reality that they chose, that they asked me for I simply offered it to them as I offered each of you it. Those that are not under my control here are the ones who said no. I'm going to leave. I can take the spell off of them if you wish me to, or I can leave them be and you can find some other way to decide to dispel it. It's a gesture of goodwill to make it so that you stop fucking burning me. God,
how
I'm tired.
about Then how about this? If you want to do a gesture of goodwill, how about you find a way to let them go without them panicking? Is that not in your capabilities?
Effectively would be ripping them from one of their happiest moments to a world that it's kind of bland. So, I mean, sure, we can try something.
You can't do a gentle release?
And everyone else is like free to interrupt while she's conversing. I do not mind.
And then, Cyril, you are welcome to do another wisdom saving throw as she is still holding you. DC 17.
You say that they asked you for it, yet your actions
Jesus.
demonstrate nothing more
Yeah.
than the coercion and the manipulation, the promise of a reality you can never truly offer. This is not a dream. And even if it was, the truth of any dream is you must wake up.
Suppose you're right. That's what I get for trying to make you people happy. The way that I can make them wake up, so to speak, is make it seem as if it truly was a dream. No, I still can't guarantee most of them will continue living after that point, but you humans are extremely fickle about your emotions, so they could power on through by sheer determination like your friend behind me, or they could give up and... I don't know what you people do when you give up. I've already seen many of you give up. Do you people ever give up?
Happy. He gives an irritated and though definitely forced laugh at that comment. If I ever hear you speak in her voice like that again, I will personally rip that heart from your chest and eat it, fledgling.
She looks at you. He's cute.
Do it.
What?
That's a lot. Okay.
Also,
Mhm.
also, Sin, the rolls have not been showing up in the dice roll on the Twitch.
Oh. Huh. You're correct. Hold on. Why is that not showing up?
Are you just scrolled?
No, I popped out. It was
Weird.
already at the bottom
Oh.
scroll, so it was weird. Yeah, don't worry about that one. What to do? I had to refresh it. Nope, I need the rolls. There we go. Alright, test roll.
I see it on my end.
Hooray!
Nope, it does not refresh on screen. Why is that? That's weird.
Oh well, don't mess with it too much. It's
Yeah.
finicky.
Don't break it. It's fragile. It's sensitive.
It's the window
Sensitive.
itself. I assume it's a problem with the what's the word? Problem with the module, which is
Yeah.
kind of annoying. But yeah, I'll delete that so we're back to it. So yeah, so you are free in case you do want to move, but at the moment her attention is entirely off of you, and she looks at Gelmar, and to the best of your ability to tell, after she makes the comment to Nia, but she looks at Gelmar, and to the best of your ability to tell, she is genuine when she says this. She says, I am sorry for using her voice. I did think that that would be the most relaxing life that you would be able to be given. One where you don't have to fight anymore. You don't have to be captured and sad. And it seemed like that was the best path to take at the time. I realize now it's a little bit of a sore experience for you while she's still held captive by those bastards.
So you are capable of learning. Probably the best. That's probably the best line I've heard you say all day. You know what? Let's stop talking there. Make those your last words.
Can I attack at the same time that he's attacking?
You know, I've been saving it anyway. I'm just gonna use this as an opportunity to activate the giant smite.
Yeah,
Jesus
can we get like a combo
Christ.
attack going here?
You know what? You're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to attack unless somebody wishes to intervene.
Ania is again like caught between things where she doesn't fully agree with the group, but she also like isn't against them either. So she's sort of at a standstill and not acting.
Okay.
Dakota Sapphire.
Do either of you two want to step in at this exact moment? Dakota, Sapphire?
I don't have anything else to say.
Dakota, did you die? Dakota?
It is 11:12. At least on
Yeah.
my end.
Oh, or Mike.
No, the mic died.
Oh no.
Gosh,
Have you
darn
been
it.
trying to talk this whole time?
Dakota's gone full stoic.
Eh?
Oh, there you
Hi?
go.
Oh,
Hi.
you
We're
live.
back?
You
Eh?
live.
We can hear you.
That was
Yes.
weird.
Full stoicism.
How long
Alright,
have you been
okay,
muted?
Sorry, what's Neo doing?
Ania is frozen because she's just not acting. But Cyril and Gelmar are about to attack the nice lady.
Yeah.
I think Dakota will. I'm trying to figure out how Dakota feels about this lady.
Mhm.
Right, hold on. Wait, no, I know how Dakota feels about this situation because let me grab my Cowboys code.
Oh yeah, always
Oh
fall back
yeah,
on the
because she's
Cowboys code.
unarmed. She's
Never harm a
unarmed and
child.
she's actively not
Here we
fighting.
go.
There is
Yeah.
nothing about this woman that is unarmed.
Oh no, never harm a child, the unwilling or the innocent. She's unwilling. And yeah, technically she's an unarmed civilian, but she hasn't made any move that like
She does have
specific-
hostages though.
She does have hostages.
Which she has said that she is perfectly willing to let go free.
Yeah.
How they react
Yeah.
to it is not her fault or problem.
Okay.
But she put them under in the first place.
She has unwilling hostages. Or she unwillingly has hostages.
Yeah.
Unwillingly has hostages.
Yeah, she hasn't made a move against us, which hasn't necessarily indicated how she actually fights when she makes a move to fight. So technically, by Cowboys Code principle rules, that would indicate that she's unarmed.
Mhm.
She hasn't displayed that she has a weapon. Which means Dakota is, because I have 6 spell points left, I'm going to Misty Step in front of the lady.
Ooh.
And point my gun at the both of at the people who's attacking.
So you point the
We're on
gun at
opposite sides of
Gelmar.
her.
Cyril,
Yeah, I
you
think
would.
Cyril's behind
Yeah,
her.
Cyril, you know for a fact that if you stab through her, your blade is long enough, it would impale Dakota. Perks of using a glaive. Goes through people.
Sides.
Right.
Yeah.
I can
You know
I
what?
can
I can put
wholeheartedly
Dakota
imagine like Cyril gets like almost
back
there.
together. I can put Dakota back together. I do not suffer from the same qualms as Dakota. I was put on a mission, and I will see this mission through.
Fair enough. Gelmar, do you stop when Dakota points a gun at you?
Yes, but it doesn't look like I'm particularly scared of the gun in question. It's mostly just
Okay.
staring down at her, just like, get out of the way.
So in the
Silently,
next
but not
moment,
saying anything.
as pretty much Gelmar like turns into his full dragon form, moves forwards, Dakota has the gun out, pointing him. The girl seems completely unbothered by the situation, almost surprised, honestly, that Dakota's in front of her. Ania, you see, because of your special sight, Dakota get impaled from behind as his blade goes through both. Weirdly enough, Cyril, it almost squishily goes through the lady, way softer than you expected it to be. As Dakota's blood like splatters out forwards onto Galmar's muzzle.
Ania's moonbeam disappears. And she's
Did the moonbeam
observing
hit
the
me?
scene. No, the
No.
moonbeam's
No.
like off to the side. She was just holding
Yeah.
it. So
Okay.
Ania's moonbeam disappears and she's stun locked for another moment, trying to process what just happened.
Okay. Sapphire, how do you react to Dakota being impaled in front of you? Sapphire?
I'm here. I'm just trying to think.
Are you good?
Can I insight on Cyril from here to tell if Cyril fully knew that was going to happen or if that was a genuine mistake?
I would say yes. You would be able to insight.
I'm going to insight, and she's actually going to use wheel on herself
Okay.
to get a bonus. Where is my thing? I need to
Insight
check
skill
how
history. Oh, you mean the other one feature?
Cosmic Omen.
Mhm.
Because she got even. So she rolls an additional d6 to add on to the insight roll.
Okay.
So insight roll and then a d6 roll.
Damn.
She gets a 20, an unnatural 20.
You would 100%, especially given your knowledge of Cyril and his general body movements. He is a trained fighter of decades. The movement of someone in front of somebody else is something he would register almost automatically. The idea that his weapon would go through this person, there was a brief moment of shock of how smoothly it went into the lady, but it was intended with full force. So it clearly would have gone into Dakota one way or another. So you 100% are able to tell that he did that fully on purpose.
Okay, while Ania's processing that, Sapphire, did you figure out how Sapphire would respond?
Sapphire?
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Sapphire is audibly scream no, the Misty Step to Dakota to use Cure Wounds.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, so yeah, you would Misty Step to Dakota. You have. I'm assuming, Cyril, you pull your weapon out, or do you keep it in the lady?
Yeah, I pull the weapon out, and do both of them crumple to the floor?
No, she's still standing there. Dakota, do you
As soon as
fall?
Dakota crumples, I go for a second.
Oh yeah, Dakota just falls over.
Like wet paper.
All right, you fall into Sapphire's arms, basically, and you all audibly hear the lady just kind of sigh before, as Cyril stabs again, her body turns into red mist and just starts dissipating. Seems to go into the ceiling, but it does dissipate. And you, Nia, specifically only you hear in your head, interesting choice of friends. I'll leave them contained for now, so you don't get a surprise when you go upstairs. I'll let them go before the day is over, but keep an eye on some of them, as they may not like returning back to reality. I may talk to you again. You're interesting. And then the voice disappears. You can actively feel the voice vanish. Her connection to you severs.
At this point, Ania visibly looks taller. Her expression is strained, and some streaks in her hair have turned white, similar to Tra's.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like her form is like wavering a bit as she's staring between Dakota, Sapphire, and Cyril. And she's got one hand on her head, like almost pushing her hair back, like Tra's is. And she's just quiet, but she looks a mixture of devastated and furious.
I like it. Galmar, how are you reacting to... You have Dakota's blood on your muzzle at this point. Your mouth wasn't open, so it's not in your mouth, but it's splattered on your face.
He was glaring down at Dakota up until he got impaled, in which case he recoils in dread. He would probably immediately curl around protectively around him and start getting his Cure Wounds spell ready as well.
Nice. Sapphire and your Cure Wounds, they are more than enough to seal the wound for sure. It was a Cyril hits pretty damn hard, and with Dakota not being able to defend himself in any way, it does dig a lot deeper than it normally would. It's a pretty severe wound. How you guys react to this situation, though, will be next episode.
Yay!
You guys get a little bit of time.
Dakota falls over into Sapphire's arms as he just mutters, "Cowboys code rule number 2: never harm a child, the unwilling, or the innocent. That is the bandit's way."
Aww.
Yeah.
But yes, we will get back to this as of next week at 6 p.m. PST. We might be adding a new player depending on a few factors, but not until you guys get back to the Haven. She has agreed to joining if you guys are okay with her being here. But as of the Haven, we would be including her. So whenever you guys get there, so no worries about that for next week, potentially. I also have to walk her through the entire thing. But
weird moment in the group dynamic.
I know, right? That's why I like it so much. But yes, it's going to be interesting having such a group dynamic and then adding somebody in or seeing how someone might see it from the outside might give a different perspective. I'm very, very, very curious about how the whole situation is going to go. So it should be very, very, very interesting. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. It went way differently than I expected those two. Like, holy shit. Dakota is not in any mortal danger, not any particular danger, but you will be feeling that for a long time. Wounds like that are really hard to heal from, and especially given your body's state, you can't quite revert back like you normally do. So those are some of the few wounds that tend to scar, especially ones that you are not expecting. So that might actually be a lasting scar for you. But you are kind of crumpled on the ground in Sapphire's arms. Galmar is curled up around the two of you, probably with his tail almost separating Cyril from you. And Ania is watching, I assume is watching the whole thing and watching Cyril as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
I assume I'm catching audible glares at this point.
Oh yeah. From the brief moment you met Tra's definitely furious.
Dakota, I don't think Dakota is mad. I think Dakota just especially with everything that just happened, it's a really big instinctual Cowboys code moment.
I feel Dakota would actually feel somewhat happy because he was able to figure out. Yeah, he was able to follow the code in the way it's meant to be, and he was able to fall back on it to make a choice, while Ania is just there, unable to make one.
Oh
yeah.
So I'm very, very excited.
Not to mention the shock of a wound like that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain would be fuzz right now. As I've mentioned previously, for anyone who doesn't know, the way that healing spells in this game work is that it uses your body's natural way of healing at a sped up process. So it does require a lot of food and other stuff in order to be able to make it work effectively, which is also why it doesn't work as well with exhaustion levels. But with that in mind, it can only heal as much as your body is physically capable of healing, which is why when you go down to a far enough degree, for example, taking half your damage in one shot, you aren't able to, go through that as easily. There's a lot of different healing rules that we have, as well as a lot of damage rules. So when you are being healed, Dakota, it is naturally progressing your body to a point of healing, which is also why it scars for you since it's so large. But your body is not the best.
No.
So for you, this is a heavy toll, and you're also not used to getting stabbed. So your mind is in
Yeah.
a heavy toll, your body's in a heavy toll, you're very weak at the moment. Very, very in pain. This is not something you were expecting. It is not something that you're able to deal with as well, especially because of the shock and surprise of the situation and the fact that you lost a decent amount of blood before you were cure wounds. But yes, hopefully you guys enjoyed this a very, very dramatic episode. As it turns out, I can do way more drama without combat than with combat. So join us next week at 6 p.m. PST for some more insanity, or join us for the sister campaign, King's Kindness, tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST, where we have our full crew, I believe, insane maniacs going to be doing something or another, including having just revived one of the evil guys as a fucking construct pet guy that they're trying to reform
no.
somehow. So it's gonna be interesting. Artificers are fucking wild, but if you're interested in that craziness, feel free to pop over tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST for another 3 hours. And then we're gonna be coming back Monday, but Story will be live tomorrow as well, playing Altars.
Yes. Yes.
So, very nice. If you guys want to listen to her lovely narration voice, feel free to pop over to her because she is fantastic. All right. We're going to pop over to my end screen, which I swear I put in a better location every time and never do. And we're going to find somebody to raid tonight. Baldur's Gate 3. Oh yeah, it's Waifu Warriors Day. So we're going to go ahead and raid my friend Lissa. I'm one of her mods. She's playing Baldur's Gate 3, which I really want to come back to at some point in the future. But she's also doing... I need to turn down that music. Hold on. But she's also doing a subathon right now. So raiding, following both give some hours to her time. And she's just a wonderful person that I love being around and talking to. So we're going to give her some love. Go interact with her, say hi, pop into there. She's playing with her friends Envy and Rise, as I think they're like maybe halfway-ish. They're talking to what's-his-face with right in the Goblin Kingdom, Goblin Camp, so like a quarter of the way through the game, I think. So it should be quite interesting. If you guys want to pop in for more D&D, more watch times of Heaven and High Water, feel free to pop on over. Feel free to pop over with our raid message as well if you want to let them know that the library spirits are the ones who have brought them. And we will see all of you fine folks next time, where hopefully our shit doesn't break again. But we're never quite sure. Bye, guys!
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.